the Chiefs stadium at Arrowhead forever? Because you know that would be dynamite. You better let me go. I've just grown really, really tired of that fool.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on. You the OG, dog.
Nice Olympics.
Bro, keep knocking them dead, baby. Keep doing what you're doing, man. All good, brother.
I really appreciate that. I've been a big Jungle fan.
It's a little warm here for the turtleneck, but hey.
Man, they caught me today when I was at the gym. I was off on my time, and so I had to come to the vehicle.
We're boarding in 15 minutes. I'm like, hallelujah. We're coming home. We're coming home.
I'm on the B teams.
All right.
The devil in the box.
I guess I'm out.
Questions?
Good night now.
There he is again, Alvin DeLauro, murdering it. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. They're close, they're convenient, they've got the parts you need fast, along with excellent customer service from the professional parts people you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com. Why, thanks to the XR4TI. Great job, crew. Lauren, you did a great job, dude. Give yourself a hand. Attaboy. Good job, Lauren. That's the first time he sat in a big chair. He'll be back on Monday. Clones, have a great weekend. Thank you for listening. I will be back on Monday. See you then. We're out. Say, for the ones who get it done, Grainger is offering high-quality supplies and solutions for every single industry, as well as access to product specialists who have the knowledge and the experience to answer your toughest questions. Plus, their commitment to being your safety partner can help you keep your facility safe and your people even safer. So, call, click, Grainger.com, or just stop on by. Grainger.com.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
0-1 pitch. Norby out towards right field, heading back towards right, back at the wall, and right over top. Norby takes a long look back. She is gone. His second big league home run. It is 6-0 O's.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Want a great lunch with quick service? Huckleburger. Need a place to dine out with the family tonight? Huckleburger. The fastest full-service restaurant in town. Huckleburger. Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality, delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger. Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's summer sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. I'm Rhonda Lyons and I have reduced prices on all your favorite men's and women's merchandise. Shop your favorite men's apparel at 20% off and all ladies merchandise is marked down 40%. It's our summer sale, save big and come see us now while selection is good and prices are even better. Because at Russell's, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed
the head basketball coach of the Pirates, Mike Schwartz.
I would just tell you the four transfer portal guys that have come in. You know, Jan Farrell, CJ Walker, Julian Samaro, and Jordan Riley. Couldn't be more excited about them both as players and as people and as teammates so far that they've been here. And I know we'll talk a little bit more about them, but again, I say it that Pirate Nation gets a chance because of the portal to get four great young men as a part of our university.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you.
Hey, you ought to see me in the summertime. Drop that, baby. Let's see it.
Yeah, I missed the lunch meeting today.
I love Food Line's magazine section, and I love using the bathroom and clogging it up.
That's nuts. I smash anybody's grandma.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Tell you what, I'm a turtle saver.
I don't like Cocky Clip.
Where is Clip? Clip, what's up, dude?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live with some other sports sprinkled in. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And we'd love for you to hang out with us on Facebook Live and YouTube. Come on over to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube and hang out with myself, John, A-Harp, and the crew here on a Friday. Coming up on today's show, we got a packed show today. We'll welcome in the Winterville Little League All-Stars in just a moment as they are heading to Mizzou. We'll talk about their travels so far and all the wins they have racked up and get to know the fellas. Coming up here in hour number one, Brian North will join us in hour number one as well to get you ready for the sports weekend. Hour two, football heavy. The Shield will join us, C.W. Sloan. We'll talk some fantasy football. We'll find out how many best ball leagues he's already in as we sit here on July 27th. We'll kind of look at who's going off the board early, rookies to watch, kind of a refresher. Overview of Fantasy Football 2024. Got that coming your way at 4 o'clock. At around 4:30, we will talk to Tony Dunn in Charlotte, live in Charlotte. He'll join us from Panthers training camp. So we'll get an update on what Tony's week has been like in Charlotte. I believe he's staying in the same hotel the Panthers are playing in. So probably have some good behind-the-scenes stories and let us know what's going on the field as well. Did Bryce Young grow any in the offseason? Both in inches and in quarterback of ability. We'll talk to Tony about that. Also, Morgan Ahlers will join us on the program on this Friday and the summer finale of Name That Sound. Today we're going to put the snappers together. It'll be Sean and Alex taking on me and Garrett, a.k.a. Jarrett. So that'll be the game. Shirley will tee it up for us coming up in hour number 3. Shirley Rhodes is here. Hello, Shirley. Shirley went flamingo shirt Thursday and drab gray shirt. Well, I shouldn't say drab. It is a cool Pirate Radio shirt.
Yeah,
But
just Jungle Nation shirt.
The gray on a Friday kind of threw me off because you went so colorful yesterday.
Well, okay, so in my defense, I had planned to wear another Hawaiian shirt because I have several. Unfortunately, I realized that I had not done laundry this week, and they were all dirty. So I had to do an alternate. I had to make an alternate decision. So I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to grab a T-shirt and just wear that. And so, because I actually have 2 more Hawaiian shirts that are on the way that are that I'm adding to my repertoire.
To the collection.
Yes.
I just noticed Jarrett's shirt. Is that Stinger?
Yeah, Surfer and Crow.
Surfer and Crow Sting represented. We found out the other day that Jarrett is a wrestling guy, and he proved it. We should have gone Wrestling Shirt Friday, Alex, because I have NWO and Macho Man, and I have a Cesaro shirt.
Oh, nice.
That I actually purchased, I want to say, when WWE was here years and years ago. A-Harp, the Schnappa, is here. His last regular appearance ever on the show today. And welcome in, Alex.
What's up, man? Yeah, last appearance probably until the Monday after August 31st.
Dang. We're going to miss you, man. You've done a good job around here, but you're also a fantastic morale guy.
I'm going to miss being around here. It was a great time.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like work a single day that I was here.
Well, you didn't really do much. So there's a...
All right, cool.
John is to my left, a.k.a. left side.
Strong side. What's up, Clipper? Happy Friday to you.
What you been doing today?
Trying to collect checks, man. It's that time of the month.
Collecting them checks. Okay.
I was hoping to get, and I contacted Ryan Malley today, hopefully, 1, to get a check from him, 2, to get some wings over into the studio. But
3, he needs to answer my text from Wednesday night.
Well, I texted
4.
I texted him yesterday, and he ghosted me, and I texted him today. I said, hey, are you around? And he said, no, just got back from the beach. We went to the beach for a couple days. I'm at the Raleigh store. And I said, that's fine. He said he will be here on Tuesday.
He is ducking you, buddy.
And I said, hey, good for you for going on vacation, on like a little vacay. I said, good for you. You deserve it. Do I know that or not? I have no idea. But I just said, hey, you deserve it.
All right. That was a cool, neat story if I've ever heard one. We'll check in with
neat story.
Thank you, Jeff. Chat gang here on a Friday. Jerry says, hello. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday to you, Jerry. Steve says, HFMFs, go Gator.
Go Gator.
Swinging dingers.
Swinging dingers?
It was in the men's section.
It was in the men's section.
All right. Shirley on the ball today. Well done, Shirley Rhodes. Eric says he finally got a chance to play college football 25 last night. I started my road to glory mode and named my player Chandler Honeycutt, a young, scrappy defensive end out of Roseboro, North Carolina.
I need some proof of that.
My Xbox immediately asked me to choose a new career. I tried entering the code Rubio, and it let me keep playing. Eric with a lot of just inside references there.
Okay. That's a great reference to Rubio.
So, Chon, defensive end. You ever played defensive end? Did you play any D-line at all?
Yes, I did in Little League, and I actually went to defensive line drills every single practice. And I don't know if I've told this story before, but and it's not really a story, but I would go to defensive line drills, and I would do something, and my defensive line coach would be like, good, Honeycutt, good. I'd say, all right, maybe I get in this Friday. In the 2 years that I was on varsity, no, never. And I sat there with my helmet on. If I wasn't practicing snaps on the sideline, I would stand beside him, hoping that he would put me in. And never did he put me in.
You were only on varsity for 2 years?
I got called up my sophomore year during playoffs.
I think it's selfish of you to ask that question.
Did y'all have a JV?
What a derogatory.
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you.
What a derogatory question, Alex. How many years were you on varsity?
Half of one.
Wait, what?
Half of one season?
Yeah. I played JV half of my freshman year, and I got pulled up and never looked back.
Well, you
asking,
answered that completely wrong.
He asked you how many years did you play on varsity?
Oh, well, 3.5.
All right.
Clear.
Did you get caught up because of long snapping?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
On offensive line?
I got pulled up and never played my freshman year.
Wait,
I was a 2-year starter.
Let me just get this straight.
I was a 2-year starter.
You only played 2 years of varsity?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was a 2-year starter.
On varsity.
I did the math. I started like 27, 28 games on varsity in 2 years.
So that means y'all made deep playoff runs.
We did.
We are,
and we made a deep playoff run thanks to whooping y'all's. Excuse me. There's kids
This is
here.
like being at
That
the
ass whoop. Question.
Rosewood did in the first round my senior year.
This is like being at the bar on a Friday night and guys are reliving their glory days.
Well, clearly because I got pulled up so early, Rosewood High School, not a very good football program. So we didn't win a lot of games.
Y'all were pretty good. Y'all had that really good Red. What was his name?
Jared, are you enjoying this conversation?
It's funny.
This is kind of the pilot episode of Glory Days podcast Chandler and Alex are coming out with.
So I did start 2 years of varsity in high school.
Are we still on this?
Do we change the subject?
I was hoping, but I guess not.
Well,
Go
hold on.
ahead.
All right. I was just going to say I started 2 years of varsity.
No, you said that 8 times.
Can you shut up?
Wait, did you? Wait. Did you start 2 years of varsity?
Yeah, I did. But guess what? In baseball, I started 3 years in varsity.
I never made varsity in baseball.
Seriously, y'all gotta shut up.
All right, change the subject. Go. We don't have time. We got kids to talk to.
I mean, that's what we're doing now. Talking about Little League football. I started at defensive end in Little League.
That was one part of the conversation.
Steve says Marvin Harrison Jr. and Jaden Daniels are top fantasy rookies, in my opinion. Well, Steve, you're really out on a limb there. Robert says any video of Rajay and Savone from AAC Media Day? Yeah, on ESPN Plus. You mean, did we have video? Chandler, did you go to Texas? Did we send anybody?
I just got back.
Pirate Radio did not send anyone to Texas for AAC Media Day. We will be sending a horde of folks to ECU Media Day, whenever that is. Jerry says, I hope Alex will still do the Fleet Feet rundown. Look forward to that every day. Alex, can you at least pop in and tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet every day?
I can.
And Ticket Tuesday?
Yeah. I don't want to be on camera anymore. But I can come in and do the Fleet Feet rundown, yeah.
Audio only.
And advanced moving?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Whatever you guys need.
Steve says, where is CW's name on the PRL marquee? That was my decision. I told Alex not to. CW, I don't know if his name is big enough yet. I almost just said
you could just put the shield. Yeah.
From now on, we'll put the shield when CW's on the show.
Sierra Hotel Echo Indigo.
Banam. Jerry says, smash that like button. John says, I got a little taco meat on my chest.
Ah, yes. 1 moment, please.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
And that was who?
I want to say DeQuan Barnes.
Barnes sounds right. I don't know the first
Well,
name.
he was talking that Coach Ruff used to call him taco meat.
Or called him Taco, I think.
Yeah,
and it was like, why does Coach Ruff keep calling you Taco? And he said,
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
All right. Makes me hungry. All right, we've got hour 2. Tony Dunn live from Charlotte, The Shield, talking fantasy. Morgan Ahlers will join us and name that sound coming up. But let's take a break. We'll go ahead and get to our Winterville All-Stars. We'll do that when we return Pirate Radio Live. What's next? We'll tell you when we return after this.
America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Are you tired of the same old fast food routine? Shake things up for lunch and dinner at Clean Eats Cafe. We've cracked the code to make healthy dining tasty and affordable. Whether it's a power lunch or a family dinner, we've got you covered. Sit down in our cafe for a brainstorming session or catch up with friends. Even stop in after a workout for protein smoothies or a protein iced coffee. Our atmosphere is welcoming and our food is fresh. All for about the same price as fast food. It's time to ditch the drive-thru and feast on flavor at Clean Eats Cafe, Red Banks Road in Arlington Village.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting pirates.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Yard Gnomes Baseball is here. The Greenville Yard Gnomes offer summer fun with your family and friends at an affordable price. Catch every game at historic Guy Smith Stadium and enjoy great food from area food trucks, cold beverages, and exciting baseball action. Single game tickets start as low as $10 and mini plans as low as $48. Visit YardGnomesBaseball.com to get your tickets and Yard Gnome swag. Come out and hang with your Gnomies this summer with the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
I love it.
Pirate Radio.
I'm
glued all day. Pirate Radio.
Listen to me rocks, baby.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. You can take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure, right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a packed Friday. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll talk to Brian North, WCTI 12, get you ready for your sports weekend. Right now, we will welcome in the Winterville All-Stars back inside the Pirate Radio studios for a second time because they won their Southeast Regional and now on to Missouri, right, for the whole shebang. Let's welcome in Coach Steve Brooks, Patrick Briley, and Cody Godley. And Coach Brooks, appreciate y'all coming in here again.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us. We've said all week we've anticipated this visit and feel like you're our good luck charm. So you told us to come back and visit when we won, so that's what we went and did.
Y'all got the job done. So went down to Florida, right? And what happened down there?
Went down to Jacksonville, Florida, or just below it, St. John's, and when we got down there, we realized we weren't really playing. We're a legit all-star team. All these kids played on different teams in Winterville, and we came together. We've been together about a month, and we got down there and realized we were playing probably some of the most elite travel baseball teams in the country.
Really?
They were picked before their season even started. So we went down, went 5-1, won the championship, broke some hearts. We had a coach we beat in the semifinal. He told all our pitchers not to pitch to his 2 through 5 hitters because they had given up, or they had hit 6 home runs. And of course, our kids said, "Give us the ball." And I think we shut them out. So it was a great week by our kids, our coaches, our families, all the people that have helped us get down there. It was just wonderful.
Well, I'll say this, as a Winterville native and a Winterville baseball alum, I'm proud of you guys, and that's cool to hear that this is real kind of old school Little League baseball, and the way you formed this all-star team, that's awesome to hear. All right, so next step is the World Series in Missouri, right?
Yeah, Branson, Missouri. We'll leave. The town of Winterville is going to recognize us on Monday night with the city council and the mayor. And then we're all going to either get in planes or cars on Tuesday morning and head to Branson. They kind of want us there Tuesday night. And they'll have like an opening ceremony, festivities type thing, all the teams coming in from all over the world. This isn't just a United States thing. This is very much like the Little League World Series. Well, on the Cal Ripken side, they bring in international teams as well. And then we'll start pool play on the 8th. And I think that runs through the 12th or 14th.
Yeah, that's a cool experience. So is it almost like the setup where like, are you guys staying in a hotel, or is there like a spot where all the teams stay? Do you know?
We'll put you on our family group chat and figure out what we're. So no, the parents have been phenomenal about that, and they have 2 setups. We can either do a housing that they provide, or that they give us options, and then they have a suite locker room type deal that the kids can a dorm type stay in, that the kids can stay in, and they say a lot of the international teams choose that route, and that's a lot of where the pin trading and jersey trading and things like that happens.
Very cool. And help is needed, wanted, if folks can help. And I know you guys have your own fundraising things we'll talk about, but if people want to donate, help you guys with travel, with food, everything that comes with taking a whole group of kids to Missouri, how can they go about doing that?
Yeah, we'll take anything at this point. We won't leave anything behind. So we've created a Facebook page, which is Winterville 12U All-Stars. I'm sorry, let me say that one more time. It's Winterville 12U All-Stars 2024. So a lot of our information is on that. Right. We have T-shirts for sale on the Facebook site. We have a GoFundMe, which is Winterville 12U All-Stars 2024. So they can go in there and then they can put any amount of money they want in that. Checks can be made out to any coach, so it can be made out to me, Patrick Briley, Cody Godley, Brad Sykes. It's SIKEX. Or the town of Winterville, and make sure you put on the line for 12U Winterville Baseball. And then we have a PayPal account as well, which is at Michael Sykes. It's, again, SIKES 296.
And you said a cool event going on tonight as well, right?
So our first fundraising event is tonight. We're going to be at the Spare Change concert. Spare Change is one of the oldest rocking bands in eastern North Carolina. They're playing Sounds in the Park in Winterville. at 7. So our kids are going to be out, maybe get on stage with spare change, be the rock stars that they are.
Heck yeah.
But they're also going to be walking around doing some type of 50-50 to help us raise money. They'll have buckets, and we're going to do a 50-50 tonight with them, and also have a few concessions. Not much. We're going to sell popcorn and things to that nature. But just excited that the town of Winterville has allowed us to it worked out perfect to be with spare change and how much they support Eastern North Carolina. It's phenomenal. But also Monday night at Tiebreakers in Winterville, which is also trivia night. So if you're into trivia, come out to Winterville Tiebreakers on Monday night from 6 to 8. We are going to do another fundraiser with them, and they're going to help us give proceeds that night. And then we think Tuesday night, but another night next week, we're going to go back to Jersey Mike's. They've been so great to us and wonderful. They're going to do another fundraiser for us as well. So any other restaurant in the Greenville, Pitt County area, Winterville, that wants our kids in their restaurant and help us raise some money, we'll take it.
Awesome stuff. You picked a good night, it looks like, with the cloud cover. It's not going to be that hot and no precipitation. So kind of rare for this week, but looks like a good night for a concert and to go see the Winterville All-Stars.
Well, we had a boat planned. We were going to go ahead and have a boat parade if we needed it. So.
And boy, it hurt me when you said Spare Change, one of the oldest bands, because Patrick, I'm sure you do too. They were young when I was young playing, and now they're like a legacy act.
Well, like the Rolling Stones.
All right, good stuff. Let's talk to the players again. So I asked you guys, I think, your name, position, favorite player last time. I'll ask you some random questions this time. So who wants to step up? You can come step up over here to this mic. We'll go one at a time.
Over there.
Come on over. All right, so who we got up first?
Connor Brooks.
Connor. All right, Connor, would you rather explore the deepest part of the ocean or outer space?
The ocean.
The ocean, why?
I don't really care about outer space.
Fair enough. Who cares about outer space? All right, thank you. You fired up to go to Missouri?
Yes, sir.
All right, good deal, man. Good luck to you. All right, who's next?
Thank you.
Yep.
Colson Cooper.
Colson? All right, Colson. Would you rather meet Mike Trout or Mr. Beast?
Mike Trout.
All right. Good answer. They both have a lot of money, so maybe you'll come out good.
But if Mr. Beast would like to contribute to Winterville 12U All-Star, we've been trying to find him for about 3 weeks. I'm sure other people in Greenville have been trying to find him too, but if he would like to contribute to our All-Star journey, we would love to do some business.
Of course. The shout-out is there. All right, good luck, Colton. Thanks, bud. All right, who we got coming up next?
Kipton Cooper.
All right, Kipton, are you a Swiftie?
No.
Why not? Not in. What's your favorite kind of music?
Rap.
Who are you into? What do you listen to right now?
Anybody.
Who's your favorite?
Little Baby.
All right, Little Baby. There you go. Good luck, man. Nice to meet you. All right.
My name is Philip Kinsey.
All right, Philip. My question for you is, what's your favorite sport other than baseball?
Football.
What position?
Quarterback.
Who's your favorite NFL team?
Chiefs.
You're a champion, huh? So are you a Swiftie then?
No.
All right. Good luck, man. All right. What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Jake Barley.
Jake. All right, Jake. If you could live in any other state other than North Carolina, what state would you pick?
California.
California? Why California?
Couple reasons.
All right, fair enough. Good deal. All right, you fired up for Missouri?
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to do while you're there? Are you gonna be meeting guys from other countries? You looking forward to that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, good luck, man.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, we got another one rolling up here. What's your name?
Jackson Boyce.
Jackson? All right, nice to meet you, Jackson. Jackson, what's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Do you make good grades?
Sometimes.
You like the beach or the pool?
Beach.
Beach more than pool?
Well, ish. I don't know.
You like both, I'm sure. Which one you like more?
Beach.
You tired of talking to me?
No.
Are you ready to go away? All right, man. What do you want to do other than baseball when you're in Missouri? What are you looking forward to?
Wiffle ball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like fun. All right. Good luck, man.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you. All right. We got a skeleton crew here today.
Yeah, we got some that are still down in Florida playing, and we got another one that's in Tennessee playing. So,
Man, all right.
Yeah, it's baseball full go with this group.
How are you coaches doing, man? You gotta really love it and love what the kids are doing, because it does take up quite a bit of your summer, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a teacher and a football coach, so I mean, I'm trying to juggle both.
Yeah.
And then both these guys, professor at ECU and pharmaceutical sales. So I mean, yeah, but there's not a better group that I would want to do this with for sure.
Where do you teach and coach?
Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
High school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cardinals. All right. Good deal.
For now.
All right. Well, good luck, guys. Anything else we need to know? We can get that information out there once again. The Facebook page, kind of the one-stop shop where people can get the info. What is that again?
The Winterville 12U All-Stars 2024 is the Facebook page, which is also the GoFundMe, which is, again, Winterville 12U All-Stars 2024. The PayPal is at Michael Sykes, SIKES 296. And then any checks can be made out to Brad Sykes, Cody Godley, Patrick Briley, Steve Brooks, or the town of Winterville.
All right, and coming up tonight, Spare Change will be playing in Winterville, and the Winterville All-Stars will be there, 50-50 raffle. What time does all that kick off?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Go check them out tonight. Well, good luck, guys. All right, so go ahead and win it in Missouri, and then we'll come back for the final celebration.
That's right. Here we go.
The ring presentation and all that. Good luck, guys. As a Wintervillian, I'm proud and pulling for you guys. Oh, and people can watch this, right?
Yeah.
We'll be streaming?
Yeah.
Jock Jive, I think, is the site.
Jock Jive?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And we'll pass along. We'll put out those links and everything when the time comes. When's your first game?
We think the 8th, right?
The 8th or the 9th, yeah, is when pool play begins.
They haven't
Okay,
given us
so
our bracket and schedule just yet.
once again, kind of a hurry up and wait deal where you've got. So you guys going to mix in some, I guess, a good mix of free time and practice between now and then?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what this group likes to do.
They like to play ball.
They have fun between. They have fun, stay loose, between games, and that's part of the reason why we're on this journey we are. I mean, they played more loose than anybody in Florida, because they had nothing to lose.
Awesome.
And as Coach Bradley calls them, we're the Sandlot group. Everybody else shows up with fancy uniforms,
right?
The nice bicycle and everything like that, and we show up in our Winterville stuff and do business.
I like it. I love it. All right. Thanks, guys. Good luck. And let's do it again in a few weeks.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
All right. The Winterville All-Stars hanging out in the Pirate Radio studios before heading to the World Series in Missouri. We'll take a timeout, come back. Brian North, WCTI 12, joins us when we return after this.
Party like a pirate Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring entertainment by Greenville's 90s country tribute band, Should Have Been Cowboys.
Don't rock the jukebox. I want to hear some Jones.
The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh.
Rock the jukebox.
Want a burger with attitude? Bad Daddy's Burger Bar is the place to get it. Located just off of Greenville Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center and a short distance away from Downey Ficklin Stadium, Bad Daddy's has a lineup of chef-inspired burgers, giant chop salads, the famous badass margarita, and a fabulous selection of local craft beers. Get started with Not Your Mama's Deviled Eggs or fried pickles before diving into one of their juicy burgers like the bacon cheeseburger on steroids. Or spice things up with the Heat Wave Burger. People have called their burgers totally insane, but they'll take that as a compliment. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks has activated the North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan. With over 40 parks to visit in the state, we want to hear from you. Selected residents may receive a North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan survey through the United States Postal Service. Please take the time to complete the survey to help outdoor recreation from the mountains to the sea. For more information, visit ncparks.gov/outdoors.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July. Let me tell you about what we have going on this month here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have no payments for 90 days on all Ram and Jeeps. We have the huge discount on all makes and models. So we're here to make deals this July and make this summer sales event. Also, we have a huge selection, over 100 used vehicles on the ground right now. We're here to make deals, so come check us out here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
It's time to make your home uniquely you at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Save big on custom orders and take an extra 10% off store-wide, along with 6 months special financing. Complete your room with top name brands like Bassett, Lazy Boy, Serta, and more. Don't forget to pamper your patio with our amazing selection of outdoor furniture. Then make bedtime the best time on a new Serta or Helix mattress with up to 48 months special financing. Get a room full of savings at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? We'll keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And your bumper music brought to you by Weldon Mills Theater is Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there's not a bad seat in the house. And coming up on September 14th, country music star Sarah Evans will be performing at Weldon Mills Theater. If you want tickets, go to weldonmillstheater.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Winterville All-Stars heading to the World Series. Good luck to them. Joe says, what's the website to purchase Pirate Radio tees and merch? Well, Joe, I would go to pr927fm.com and start there. You can find a couple of items, including get ready for football season with our Pirate Radio football helmet, long sleeve shirt, Pirate Radio football helmet hoodie, also available, and our camo hat. And I'll bring this up at the meeting. I'll try to throw a few new items up there, but excited for some new swag. Excited for a lot of stuff. The calendar turns, Chandler. Are you swag surfing?
We are swag and surf. And watch me surf and swag. Oh, man. That is one of the most hyped songs ever.
Sometimes I look over at Jarrett during the show and he's just like, F my life. Like, what am I doing? I mean, Jared, there's a lot of worse things you could be doing right now, you know, in the world.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not having a bad time.
You're not having a bad time.
Not having a bad time, but he's also not having a good time.
No, yeah.
Oh, I didn't say that.
That's kind of the motto of this show. It's not a bad time, per se.
It's a nice 3 hours.
It's there you go.
It's a nice little radio show.
It is, man. It's local radio.
Why don't you give us a listen?
It's local.
It's fun.
Politics, bud. By the way,
There's
Holt
local
Nailers.
politics, bud.
Holt Nailers on the 5th quarter coming up this fall.
By the way, Holt Nailers show John David Baker. Great chat with him.
By the way,
Thursday.
Holton's name is hard to spell.
That it is. All right, gentlemen. Tell you what. Set out to the Pirate Radio live line. We'll talk some Pirate football and more with Brian North, WCTI 12. He joins us here on the Pirate Radio live line. North, how you doing today, man?
Doing great, Clipper. Hope you are staying afloat with all this rain we are getting.
My goodness. Non-stop. Been a little cooler, so I'll take that. But wet around these parts. And Brian's still gearing up for the football season. I love to look at milestone dates and things like that. Yesterday was the last Thursday without football on for a long, long time. Now, the next Thursday is the Hall of Fame game. It's barely football, but just another sign that we are approaching football season. And media days, another thing that shows that we are getting close to football. And the AAC had their media days earlier this week. East Carolina picked tied for 7th. Before we talk about that, Brian, Tim Pernetti takes the mic. Impressive guy, as I said earlier this week. Very, unfortunately, cynical, and I think the worst out of people. And the better speaker you are, the more weary I am of you. I'm afraid you're going to take something from me. Or still, he is a great speaker, good talker. Did you have any thoughts on the new AAC commissioner taking over for Mike Oresco?
Nah, I've never put much stock in conference commissioners, to be honest with you. I mean, they're a figurehead. They're just trying to keep everybody together. And look, you need people who can rally you. Mike Oresco, who I guess a lot of people think he did a decent job. You know, it's his time to go, and you need new younger blood and innovative people who have the energy to kind of rally people, because that's all that is, right? Is you're just trying to keep everyone positive and come up with creative ways to keep everybody in the conference or add new teams to the conference when people defect. So, slick talkers help and new young energy helps. But for the most part, I've never been one to put a whole lot of stock into conference commissioners.
I am right there with you, and I really don't know how to grade a conference commissioner. When Oresco stepped down, I saw, we'd talk about it on the show, and people would say, man, Oresco was great. We're really going to miss him. The next guy would say, Oresco stunk. He did nothing, So, I guess it's somewhere in the middle. I don't know. Like you said, how do you even go about putting a grade on a commissioner? Yeah, sure. If they add teams to your league with value, then that's fantastic. Get a great TV deal, that's fantastic. That's a lot easier to do if you're the SEC commissioner than the MAC commissioner,
Right. So take John Swofford, right? Everybody thought he was a great ACC commissioner, even though he might have left them in a tough position where this next commissioner comes along, and now everybody thinks he stinks because a bunch of teams want an outlead the ACC, which has hardly ever happened before ever. So it's really just perception. Really, it's just ADs and chancellors just chasing money. I don't know how much conference commissioners really have much to do with it outside of they just welcome you with open arms and try to keep you from leaving. So again, we'll see. The Americans in a tough spot right now with all the power conferences kind of building and cherry picking the best teams out of their conference that can bring them the most money. So we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
North, another thing that doesn't really matter, but is great radio fodder this time of year are the preseason polls and things like that. And had differing opinions on East Carolina's placement, one by a current player and the other by a former player. So Alex Harper, long snapper, plays on the team now, says, hey, tied for 7th for a 2-win team. from last year. That's showing some respect. That shows, hey, that they're going to turn this thing around at least a little bit. Holden Ahlers, on the other hand, says we're East Carolina. We should not be picked 7th. This is not acceptable to be picked 7th. We got to aim way higher for that, and the position we're in is not one we should be in. So fans can, and in this case, former players can look at it in different scenarios. How about yourself, seeing East Carolina pick kind of middle of the pack of the AAC this year?
I mean, you expect it. I mean, I don't trust anybody who picks these things. I mean, this is how they do it, right?
Are you talking about Brian Bailey specifically right now, or just in general?
Very specific. There it goes. Well, let's see. They were 2-10 last year. They got the quarterback back and they got their head coach back. So let's put them up here. Yeah. So it's all based on 3 things: what your record was last year, if you got your head coach back, if you got your quarterback back. That's all that's done on these deals. And there's a few people who are smart enough to know and can read deeper in, but no one knows everything about every team. So to sit there and have everybody try to pick these teams is just, it's silliness. It does give us something to talk about. But once the season gets going, outside of like when the ECU women's basketball team won the tournament and everybody was saying they were picked dead last that year, that's the only time I ever use those things when they're on. So, look, do I think I said this year in, year out, especially since the defection of UCF and Cincinnati and now SMU out of the conference, ECU should be competing at the top every year. I don't care if they're coming off to a 2-10 record or not. They should be competing for a conference title every year. Now in this day and age of transfer portal and NIL, there's going to be years you're going to miss and you're going to miss big, but you also have a chance to come back bigger after that. And so right now it looks like ECU, they should be in every game and they should be challenging unless the chemistry completely whiffs. And we won't know that until they play a few games or even until they get into camp and we can actually see them all playing together. Because I think chemistry is the one underrated thing you can't predict now with NIL and how guys come together during the season.
Yeah, that's for all sports across the board. Talked about some of that with Mike Schwartz yesterday, and more on that in a moment. But Brian Bailey was brought up. And how about North? I go to AJ's last Saturday, and I see Bailey, his wife Melissa, and Bella. And as I'm walking up to him, I have my right hand over my heart, not because I was saluting the great American that is Brian Bailey, but because that's where the Blitz logo was on my T-shirt. and Bailey kind of catches on to what I'm doing. He's like, man, that I don't know what's under that hand. It better not be what I think it is. And I show him, and then he clutches his chest. I thought he was going to have a heart attack. I thought I broke his heart, but love a little good. Hey, look, we love rivalries. How about some Friday night TV rivalries as well with the Blitz?
Let me tell you, Clipper, this is how, and you're onto something here. Now, I used to do this when I was always when I was very poor and needed clothing donated to me. I would take somebody's T-shirt and go to the rival school wearing that T-shirt. So they would give me a T-shirt. So you should be getting a touchdown Friday.
You know what, Brian? So, yeah, I got home and told my wife, and she said, well, has Bailey given you a shirt? I said, yeah, he's actually given me 2. She was like, oh. So that makes it worse. But you know what? I need a new one, right? Now I need a new one, I guess.
That's it. Yeah, you're exactly right. So work that system however you can. Look, man, we're all one decision away from transfer portal, and we all need NIL help here, you know? So go ahead and stock that wardrobe however you can.
No doubt, no doubt. We'll get North a new Pirate Radio shirt for this year when I see you at a press conference. Brian, like I said, talked to Mike Schwartz yesterday. Good grief. You want to talk about good talkers. He got me on board again for ECU basketball. This guy's incredible. He speaks with authority. I have no doubt he's busting his ass for a job that has never paid off hardly for coaches here in Greenville, North Carolina. But he has embraced the portal because he has to. He really wanted to throw out there to fans that look, hey, people are transferring from North Carolina and Duke. This is not just an East Carolina issue. It's an everywhere issue. And just because guys leave, you don't say I hate college sports and I'm done. I'm done with ECU basketball. No, Mike Schwartz has brought in 4 transfers that he's very excited about. So he is with the times, trying to keep up with it. He's got the returning guy, the face of the program, R.J. Felton. And look, I don't have high hopes for this upcoming season, but Mike Schwartz got me just excited enough that I'm interested in what the Pirates will be able to do later this year.
No, he's good for ECU and a program that's never sustained much success and have never sustained players. Well, let's try and at least sustain a coach who can maybe work the system. And so he can be the face of it as he continues to have success and puts himself out there. So, look, this is the way it's going to be. Basketball might be the worst sport that we're going to have to deal with when it comes to portal stuff, because those are the players who wear the least amount when it comes to a uniform and clothing, and they're the ones who we recognize the most in public when it comes to basketball players. And so, but it's been the hardest one for ECU to retain year in and year out. And we know now with this AAU culture and all of the transferring, even high schools now, guys are just transferring at a whim, just looking for the best deal for them instead of trying to grow through some tough growing pains. So, yeah. But, for Mike Schwartz, he's got the energy to do it, and that's what it's going to take right now. You're going to have a hard time seeing coaches stay a long time. This is going to become an energy thing that you've got to have the energy now to recruit guys. And I think that's going to wear a lot of coaches out. And I think we've seen it already with some coaches stepping down a little prematurely than they would have if the rules were the same as they used to be.
Brian North joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Do we have a North Nugget for today, Brian? Anything that I don't know that you're bringing to the audience today?
Well, we've got 2 things that we can throw at you. We had a passing of note today, a guy named Doug Smith, who was from Pamlico County and who played 10 years for the Houston Oilers, the old Love You Blue defense. And Doug was from Pamlico, from Messick, and did you know he actually enrolled at East Carolina and played for 1 or 2 years as a defensive lineman, and then followed Pat Dye to Auburn, where he became an all-SEC selection. So before the transfer portal ever became big, Doug Smith was one of the first high-profile transfers out of ECU that went on to an all-SEC career and then went and played in the NFL for 10 years.
If only the message boards were around back then, Brian. That would have been everybody would know his name around these parts. But interesting story there. So you're telling me that coaches leaving to go to another school and bringing their own players is not a new fad. That trend has been around for decades and decades, I guess.
It's just a little harder back in the day when you had to sit out a year.
Yeah.
And so, and for Doug Smith, 2 other quick interesting things. Oh, by the way, unfortunately, he died of a heart attack yesterday, and that's why he's news today. But at 64 years old. But Doug's last game that he played in was a classic as well. It might have been a little bit before your time, but when the Buffalo Bills rallied from several touchdowns down behind Frank Reich to pull out one of those great playoff wins ever.
Over the Oilers?
Over the Oilers, Warren Moon and the Oilers. That was Doug Smith.
Yeah, some of my first football watching memories. Yeah, there you go. That's awesome. Brian North joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line here on a Friday. North, I was talking to Coach Mack earlier this week. Asked him where we were racing this weekend, and he said the boys are getting some time off because of the Olympics, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Man.
2 weeks off, which I don't know why they're taking 2 weeks off for the Olympics when I don't really see NASCAR fans and Olympic fans fighting for coverage time. You know what I'm saying? I don't see where the NASCAR fans need 2 weeks off to go watch the Olympics. I just don't think that's in their wheelhouse. But I noticed that on the schedule as well and had never thought of that before as to why they're doing it. But maybe I guess it's TV coverage, TV dollars, and of course it's NBC who has their NASCAR contract right now. So that probably has more to do with it than anything. NBC's like, look, we got no place for you for 2 weeks, so go take a break, and we'll see you when the torch is extinguished in Paris.
Will the Olympics be on as background noise in the North household at all?
I used to when I was younger. I used to love the Olympics and the pageantry and the Sports Illustrated articles, but I don't know. Ever since Atlanta '96, maybe 2000. I've just kind of fallen out of love with it. I'm keeping an eye on Tommy Paul. I'm keeping an eye on Bam Adebayo. I'm keeping an eye on some of those things, but for the most part, as a sportscaster, I'm jaded. We are very limited in what we can show on sportscast. So if I can't show it and I can't I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to ignore it. I don't even invest my time in it. So that's kind of where I've grown old and cynical on the Olympics. I can't show it on my sportscasts and my morning newscasts, then I'm not going to worry about even watching any of it.
10-4. Brian North joining us. North, enjoyed it as always. Have a great weekend, man. We will talk to you next week. And, man, we'll have a couple of Pirate practices to talk about. Fall camp opening up. So we'll start the countdown to when that starting quarterback is going to be named. We'll dive into some football next week.
Didn't we just do this?
Oh, yeah. We're bringing it back. Run it back.
Worked out so well last year.
It's a different year, North. A different year. Different names, different team. We'll talk to you next week, Brian. Thanks, man.
All right. Sounds good, brother.
Brian North joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line here on a Friday. Back inside the Pirate Radio studios. Is that our gang?
That is.
USA. They're doing the openings. Good grief.
That is
it's
a
raining.
terrifying looking, what was that, torchbearer?
Look how hard it's raining.
Whoa, what is he doing?
What is going on over there?
What are you doing, man?
We're watching the...
You know what he
that's
looks
Snoop
like?
Dogg.
What is that video game?
Assassin's Creed?
Yes. That's what he looks
Excite
like.
Bike?
Is the dude from Assassin's Creed.
For the radio audience,
What is going
this
on
is,
right now?
Statue of Liberty's over there looking
Good
great.
grief.
the Olympic
The Statue
opening
of Liberty
ceremony.
had one too
Debo
many
Samuel's there
bagels,
just
apparently.
chilling.
Whoa, we ain't fat shaming on this show.
Hey, I can do that.
I won't talking to you, fat boy. Talking to Shirley.
What did she say?
She
Well,
said,
first of all, I mean, I think it's kind of unique the way that they're doing the opening ceremonies, but at the same time, apparently it's like not very good. At the same.
hold up. Are they not in Paris, Tahiti? Do they just hang out at home? Are they not there? Are they going later?
Why is there
It's
people
possible.
like rowing in the background?
Oh, are they
am so
at
confused
the
right now.
Olympics maybe at a different location? No, because it's bright
What is
outside.
this guy doing?
Oh, and why is Canada even? If I was from Canada, I definitely wouldn't be talking about it right now.
That guy definitely thought he was the main character.
I'm very confused. Opening ceremonies going on, and they are doing the, introducing all the countries and athletes via boat. They are in water. Looks like it's raining really hard there from another.
Yeah,
video we just saw.
they said that there was bad weather in the area, which is why I thought it was kind of weird that they would go ahead and do the opening ceremonies outdoors.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's something.
Well, it's different. I
That's
can
fine.
say that.
Isn't the opening ceremony normally like in the track?
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually they do
Look
it
how
in the
hard it's
track or
raining.
like some sort of Coliseum venue.
But
One of the venues.
I like this. This is different.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, it's different.
Go ahead, Alex. Crap on it.
Yeah, dude. Anti-Olympic.
Well, France seems to be very enthusiastic to be
France.
on that boat.
Chandler, what do you think about this?
Think about what?
Charlotte season single game tickets on sale for football. Fans are encouraged to buy early as ticket prices are subject to change without notice. Please note, tickets for the ECU game will continue to be available exclusively through the purchase of our season tickets or mini plans.
Because they know we coming.
Man, they not ready for that purple wave.
Oh, we coming. They know what they're doing. They know we coming. And we're coming.
This is fine. This is good. Good for them.
You know what? I don't understand.
Do whatever you want to.
I don't understand people being mad about that.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was getting to.
It's like, oh, they just don't want us.
I take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Like, if we're being completely serious, if, I don't know, like if Alabama were to play in Daddy Ficklin, we would probably do the same thing.
Sure. We would do all we could to make sure those seats are taken up by people wearing purple.
Are you comparing us to Alabama?
Yes. First time I've heard that this offseason. And it was not on Boneyard Banner or from a caller. It was from a player on the team, which I like. Roll damn Pirates. Why do I see Roll Pirates on social media? What is that? Are we the Tide now?
Yes.
We need to have our thing.
Burn the boats.
Yeah, okay. That's unique to us. I don't love it, but it's unique to us. Chandler, what is that?
The Eiffel Tower.
Well done.
Like, I am stupid. I'm not that stupid.
All right. You nailed it. Well done. Dude, it is a torrential downpour there. I didn't know if you maybe go Leaning Tower of Pisa or something like that.
Like, it offends me that you asked that question.
London?
Paris?
Sorry.
You talking about Big Ben?
No, I was asking about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Is that in Paris?
I think it's in Italy.
That's in Italia.
I was going to say, I thought it was in Italy.
Alex, what is the country with the most attractive people? Are you willing to say that on the air?
Antarctica.
Off the air, you said. Just say it.
Spain.
You're going Spain.
I mean, that's my guess.
Yeah.
That's literally what I was going to say.
Shirley's going
Spain.
Sweden. Jarrett?
Yeah, I mean, Spain. Something of that nature.
España.
John?
Spain. I literally was going to say. I was.
Okay, relax, man. I didn't even say anything.
You didn't say anything, but you looked stupid when you went. God, man.
What are you so
Spain, because Spain, like that.
Because the rain lies in the plain in Spain.
The women are in Spain, man. I'm telling you.
They are in Spain. Insane. In Spain.
In Spain without the S.
All right, just to be different, I'm going to go
Don't
like...
be different. If you think Spain, say Spain.
I don't think Spain.
Canada.
Well, then you ain't got a brain.
I'm going to go like Colombia.
Ooh.
That's a shame.
Why?
I was just rhyming, dude.
Oh.
With what? Not Spain, because M and N aren't the same.
Oh! Man, Cliff, you're really good at this game.
I might be.
Y'all need to be tamed.
Put me in the Hall of Fame. It's getting kind of lame. Let's take a break.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll come back and kind of fix the A-frame.
What are we doing next?
We're talking football, my friend. You ever play at the varsity level?
2 years, brother. 2 years and 2 games.
Go play intramurals, brother.
And have a win over Rosewood High School.
Did y'all have leather?
Did y'all have leather helmets?
2 questions. Did y'all have leather jackets? And did you have leather jackets? Answer both of those questions.
I had a leather jacket.
Okay.
It was not leather.
All right.
I did not get one for high school, but I do have an East Carolina one.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Really cool.
And A-Harp, have you ever thought about going the leather jacket route while you ride your motorcycle?
No.
All right.
It ain't gonna be there.
Asked and answered. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, the Shield will join us. By the way, where's Jamie? Oh, there's Jamie. Clip, tell us how hard it's raining one more time. I didn't hear it the first 3. Whoa!
Whoa!
Jamie. All right. It's raining pretty hard, man. I'm telling you. Back with you after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Dr. Josiah Duke from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's that time for a joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
What's up, Pirate Nation? Beauty Bar Medispa has an online auction coming up that you do not want to miss. Featuring several ECU-themed bundles, football tickets, tailgate necessities, coolers, a Blackstone griddle, pirate swag, gift cards, and so much more, your online one-stop fan shop for ECU Athletics goes live July 15th through the 26th. The best part, 100% of online auction proceeds will be donated directly to Riley's Army as part of Beauty Bar Medispa's Give Back program. Riley's Army works to support children with cancer and their families, all right here in Eastern North Carolina. Shop the auction online July 15th through the 26th at beautybarmedispa.com.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
It's bow time. When you combine the bold taste of a Bojangles Chicken Supreme with dill pickles, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and a toasted bun that's great on the go, you get Bo's Bird Dog. In fact, you can grab 2 of them for $5, available for a limited time only. It's bow time. It's bow time. When you combine the bold taste of a Bojangles Chicken Supreme with dill pickles, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and a toasted bun that's great on the go, you get Bo's Bird Dog. In fact, you can grab 2 of them for $5, available for a limited time only. It's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio, and join them every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live here on a Football Friday. Coming up in just a little bit, we will talk to Tony Dunn, who is in Charlotte. We will talk Panthers training camp. I believe Tony is staying in the same hotel as the Carolina Panthers are, so he should have some pretty good tidbit stories, and we'll see what they've been doing on the field. Bryce Young, year 2, new head coach. You got some storylines there, and we'll talk about them with Tony Dunn. But right now, we are joined in studio by the Shield. C.W. Sloan joining us, ready for another year of fantasy football. C.W., how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. It's the summer.
It is summertime. You are out of school and doing fantasy drafts. So we'll start there, CW, as we sit here in late July 26th. How many fantasy leagues are you in right now?
23.
23. All right. To some, that sounds crazy. To me, that sounds pretty conservative.
Yeah. And you say leagues, but at the same time, I do tournaments, during the summer. This is the time of year where you're almost, just trying to throw the darts with all these guys and try to have an even amount of ownership with some of these players so that one guy doesn't fall through the cracks and beat you. So a lot of players that I'm looking at.
At this point, best ball has become pretty mainstream, I would say, but I will still explain it. So you've got your traditional fantasy league where maybe you still get together with your buddies. I still have one of those drafts, and it's good to hold on to one of those.
Yep.
We're an in-person draft, season-long, kind of traditional fantasy football. In an online league with yourself, and we do that traditional season-long. The best ball option that CW has a lot of teams in, that is you draft and you're done. So you draft your players just like you would any other fantasy draft. But after that, there are no ads, drops, trades, no transactions, and your best players will start that week. So by that, I mean if your quarterbacks are Justin Herbert, Kirk Cousins throws for 323 touchdowns. Herbert has 4 interceptions. Cousins will be your starter that day. The computer automatically sets your best players at the positions. So again, you're basically just drafting and setting it and finding out, week to week, but also at the end of the year what you got. So,
yeah.
How many traditional leagues are you in at this point?
Just 2.
Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of the same with me. You've got your one with your buddies, right?
Yep, in Raleigh,
Yeah.
and then the ones here. So yeah.
All right. So just kind of going through what you've done so far. First of all, how many times have you had the number one pick?
So out of 23 drafts, twice.
And who have you selected?
One different player for each one, CeeDee Lamb and Christian McCaffrey. And these are the guys in round 1 and 99% of the drafts. And I'm going to speak for people like myself who are not entering 150 lineups where a lot of these experts will do, people with a lot more money than I've got. And, they try to diversify their first couple of picks. But the consensus, number 1, is Christian McCaffrey. But then you have a very slight edge towards CeeDee Lamb over anybody else after that. It's either one of the two that I'm seeing in almost every draft. And then the consensus number 3 tends to be Tyreek Hill. He seems to have the lock for the third slot. And then it gets interesting. Then you start really moving around the wide receiver room between Amon-Ra, Justin Jefferson, and Chase. I see them constantly kind of go back and forth. And then you get a little bit of mixture of Bijan. And then that's when, once Bijan goes, pick 7 through 12, if you're in a standard 12-team draft, which most of these best balls are, or all of them are, that's when things get interesting because you have some people who don't want to take the running back, so you leave Breece Hall alone, who's the next running back, or you have people who want the lockstep running back. So it's interesting this year because I do like having no guarantees for each one of these picks. A couple years you might enter a draft and you're like, I already know picks 1 through 8 in the exact order.
Yep.
That's boring. So this year it's definitely unique in that set.
And man, the way football changes, the way fantasy football changes. I remember in the 90s CW when I first got into this and going to the grocery store and buying a fantasy magazine during the summer. And if you did that, you would see like Emmitt Smith and Marshall Faulk and about 10 other running backs probably at the top of the list. And now the running backs are sparse at the top. Just looking off some of those big names you mentioned.
Yeah.
No receiver is quarterback proof. I mean, you could take the best Jerry Rice and Randy Moss and you put them with a bad quarterback, their numbers aren't going to be as great as they could be, obviously. Sure. So what about Justin Jefferson? Is that, I mean, how high would he be if Cousins would have returned?
If he had Kirk Cousins, you're probably not looking at him going too much further up. I would say the conversation would be had between him and Tyreek Hill as the 3. I still think Lamb would probably take that spot. But you know what? Now that I say that, I'm probably wrong. I think it would probably be Lamb or Jefferson along with McCaffrey. I think that's the conversation.
I'd be fine with him 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So that, that is going to scare some people off. I guess that situation in Minnesota.
Right, and that's why I think you have a little bit of a difference between the people who are taking him versus Amon-Ra or taking Chase. If Burrow's healthy, if you told me right now I have the 4th pick and Burrow plays 17 healthy weeks, I think almost everybody would probably go ahead and just lock in Chase. But, he has a very unique injury that most quarterbacks in years past have never had. And you don't really have that affordability of just saying, I already know that guy's going to come in and play 17 weeks with this weird injury that we haven't seen a lot of people have.
You try to, I say you, the royal you, at least I try to get the guy before he breaks out. Mm-hmm. I'm a little nervous taking him a year after the breakout. By that, I'm bringing up Puka Nacua. What do you think about his sophomore season?
Well, I do have him in a couple of drafts. I think I've got him in 2 out of my 23, and it was where I picked 9 and 10, and that's about where he's going at the very tail end of the first round. And, there are definitely 2 arguments you can have. You can have the argument of Cooper Kupp is 31 years old, and he's probably not going to come back and play in that type of season that he had, where he was the offensive MVP. Or you can listen to the camp news, which I was listening to this morning of it looks like Kupp is the healthiest he's been since that campaign that he did so well in, and looking so good that they're talking about him back being the 1A again in that offense. And if that's the case, Puka's just not going to get the target share that he got last year. He got an obscene amount, and he's probably not going to pay off as the 10th overall pick. Having said that, and I say this all the time on the show, I've said it many times, there are a lot of picks you can make in the first round, and you don't have to pick necessarily, if you're picking at 10, the guy with the 10th most points in fantasy football. You just need to not lose your draft by taking somebody who completely fails in that spot that you pick him in. And Puka could do that. He could actually be the 18th best wide receiver this year. That doesn't sound that great, but 18 is still pretty good. But he's not the 10th pick in the draft. Good. So I'm in line to thinking that they're both going to get an equal amount of target share, assuming that they're healthy. And I don't think it's going to be a terrible thing to draft Puka at the end of the first. If you said, no, I really do think Kupp is going to be the man there, I can't argue with that either.
We like to do take your picks here on this. And there is a intriguing rookie, Marvin Harrison Jr., who is sitting around 20 to 25.
Oh, no. If you're talking about best ball right now, if you don't get him after 15 or 16, you're not.
Wow. Okay.
He's he's right now his ADP in best ball is 12.
How many shares you got of him right now?
I have 2 of shares. I have one on DraftKings and one on Underdog.
All right. CW, when are you most comfortable taking a non-running back or wide receiver? Meaning, when are you taking? When do you feel comfortable taking your first quarterback, first tight end?
So the first,
which let me mention this too.
Sure.
And I'm just going down a Fantasy Pros list here. This is the furthest back I've seen a tight end in a while in rankings, preseason rankings, and it's the first time in a while that Travis Kelce is not that first name that comes off. So it looks a little different looking at these rankings.
Right. So. And in Underdog drafts and in DraftKings drafts, they're similar to what the Fantasy Pros is saying. Usually you're seeing Josh Allen and Sam Laporta go somewhere in the mid-third round. And, if you're going to fluctuate a little bit of that if somebody wants to get them a little earlier, or if they fall because of the wide receiver avalanche that comes in the second round. But usually mid to late third round is where you're targeting those 2 players, which are the first 2 as you pointed out, non-2 running back and wide receiver positions.
Can I make a prediction? An assumption, a bet?
Yeah, let's do it.
I bet you don't have any of those players. No Allen, no Laporta.
I have 1 Laporta and I have 1 Josh Allen.
Wow.
And they're unique in the sense that Laporta actually fell to me. This is the Marvin Harrison draft I actually had. So I had the 12th pick, and he ended up falling to me at the end of the 4th. So, beginning of the 4th. So he had gone through the entire third, which doesn't normally happen. So I managed to get him on that draft only because he fell. Josh Allen, I took him in a unique underdog draft because it's called the Eliminator. And the Eliminator draft is essentially every single week, several thousand people get eliminated. So it's literally, 1 week, bam, you got 1,000 people done. Week 2, and it's always, the very bottom.
Yeah.
So you really need to, in that particular type of draft, have somebody who is elite and someone who has a bye week that's later. Josh Allen's is week 12.
Gotcha.
And then somebody who I like to think is a dual running back / quarterback, where you can get the floor out of him because he doesn't have to throw for 4 touchdowns. So that's why I took Josh Allen where I did in the 3rd round in that draft.
What out of 23 teams right now, what quarterback do you have the most shares of?
Okay, I got it written down for you. I did my homework for you. I got Kyler Murray and Jordan Love about equal shares.
Kyler Murray, I have no clue what to think of him. Although if we like Harrison, we should like Murray at least a little bit.
And Trey McBride last year came onto the scene and was absolutely phenomenal. Won a lot of fantasy leagues for a lot of people last year. Literally went undrafted. You were picking him on free agency. Laporta was like a 16th or 7th. Those 2 tight ends, man, they were outstanding, which is why you're seeing them go as tight end 1 and tight end 3, or tight end 4 if you want to count Mark Andrews and Kelsey in between them. But those are the 4 stud tight ends. And now that you got Kyler Murray with 2 different weapons, and he's fully healthy, and he's not in the slug offense that he was in a year ago, where he's being drafted right now is really, everybody's worth a certain price. Question is, how much do you want to pay? And right now, Kyler Murray is going somewhere along QB 8, QB 7, 8, 9. And my second quarterback is actually around that same area too, Jordan Love.
Yeah.
And so I love drafting those quarterbacks at those particular spots, because if you think about it, if you're going, okay, I'm not going to draft my quarterback until week 8, round 8, 1 through 7, that gives me an affordability to take 4 receivers, 3 running backs, or 4 receivers, 2 running backs, and a stud tight end. Because in those rounds, you're going to get one of the top 8 or 9 tight ends. And so having those 2 quarterbacks, and the downside is, okay, you might not have the elite rushing aspect of some of those guys like Lamar. Having said that, I do like picking them at those particular spots, those 2 quarterbacks. So that's why I've got more shares of them than anyone else.
All right, Love and Murray, the most quarterbacks seen. How about just get your thoughts on a guy coming back in Anthony Richardson?
Love him. Yeah.
Okay.
Love him. And he's going just a tick above the 2 I just mentioned. And some people have reached for him a little bit more than maybe what I would like to do. And, I think he only played, 4 games last year. But that offense is going to be really good. I really do see a lot of upside in them. And I remember reading this stat. I think it was 4 to 6 snaps, I think was how many snaps Jonathan Taylor and an AR-15 actually had together last year. That's nothing. We haven't even seen the upside of this offense, combined with the fact that they drafted a chip-on-a-shoulder type receiver in A.D. Mitchell. We've got Jelani Woods coming back healthy, who is a really good tight end in terms of the talent level. We haven't seen it on the field in the pros. We saw it in college. So, and then of course you've got Josh Downs and Michael Pittman Jr. So I love this offense. If we knew that he's playing 17 weeks, 18 weeks, I'm probably drafted him around earlier than where he's going now, which I think is right around 6th round, right? For fantasy pros, it might be different. But
that's just basically got him 5th
round,
ranking as a quarterback.
Yeah, he's about 5th round.
So how about rookies? CW Jaden Daniels looks like he's the top ranked on this particular rankings,
right.
And of course Caleb Williams not too far behind him. But
right.
You got any rookies at quarterback?
I have Jaden Daniels and Caleb, but I don't have as many shares of them.
Do you have them as your starter?
I have Jaden Daniels as my, but no, actually no, for neither one of them. Okay. Usually I'm drafting a quarterback by round 9, and that's about where they're going, 9 and 10.
Yeah.
So I do have the luxury in a couple of those drafts where I picked them as my QB2.
Gotcha. One
of which has Terry McLaurin. I try to do the stack with that, and Keenan Allen or DJ Moore with the Caleb Williams team, and that looks really good together.
Who are you drafting most at tight end?
Tight end, I really do have a mixture. The funny thing is that when you're doing a lot of these underdog drafts, that's one of the positions we call them onesies because you're only starting one a week, unlike running back and receiver. Usually I try to get an elite one, and then I just wait, and then I get 3 total. And that way, I diversify the bye week so that they're not playing the same week.
Real quick, I was going to ask you about roster distribution. So you try to go 3 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks?
If I have an elite, like if I get Laporta or which I only have him on 1, but Trey McBride, I'll probably just take a second tight end.
Yeah.
But if I'm getting one of the mid-tier tight ends, really good ones, but not the elite ones, I'll definitely go 3. And I do try to change the bye weeks up. And so by doing that, I end up getting a lot more of the lesser tight ends. They're on my roster. So when you say, oh, wow, you've only got 1 Laporta, but you have 3 Chico Conwu. Well, why do you have 3 of those? Well, because he's actually coming at an ADP that's so cheap, and Tennessee's offense is going to be so much better that he's such a good value as my second or third tight end. I just kind of throw in there, with my elite tight end.
We've been fascinated with Kyle Pitts ever since he came in the league, waiting on him. And now, they bring in a new quarterback, fun offense. Is this the year he blows up?
I've put my chips in for the last 3 years on Pitts to not do anything.
Yeah.
And I've gotten a lot of chips back.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to continue to do that. I don't have him on any draft. And Atlanta is one of those really interesting best ball teams, because if you think about the first 12 to 16 picks, Atlanta's got 2 of them, between Drake London and Bijan. And when you consider how early those 2 guys are on an offense that hasn't really seen, you're talking about a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator. I'm just not in the mindset right now of taking a couple of these Atlanta guys that seem to be going a lot higher than where I would like to take them. Now, Bijan is a little bit different. I am taking him in the first round when I have a pick 6 or later. But as far as Drake London being, my wide receiver 1 as the 13th pick, which is where his ADP is, little, too much for me. I'm not, and same with Pitts. He's going in that same area as Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson had 8 touchdowns last year. I don't think Pitts has had that in his career, and he's been in the league 3 years.
Yeah.
So no, I'm actually not as high on Atlanta and some of their offensive weapons as many of the other people who are drafting him way too high for me.
My favorite college football player the last couple of years has been Brock Bowers. Last year in my home league, I jumped on Laporta and had him and had a fantastic year. Should I go back-to-back rookie tight ends
Absolutely.
for my team? Yeah.
And as long as you don't draft him, because there is a world where Vegas, and we talked about this on our first show of the summer, that we were doing the over-unders on Vegas, and I think I have them under 7.5. You have them over. I just don't see a world where all of their pass catchers are just going to be right at ADP value as far as where they're going. Now, Bowers, I actually have a couple of shares of him.
And let me say, too, if you get Bowers, unless there's a Georgia fan or just a Bowers fan in your draft, you can wait a pretty good ways,
Yeah,
it looks like.
He's not going until because tight end is pretty deep this year, considering, most years. When you had the addition of the tight ends that came on last year between McBride, Ferguson, and Laporta, you kind of throw those into the mix of those tight ends that we already know. And so, and because it's a onesie position, you only have to start 1 a week. You're not trying to double down on that. So that's why you see Bowers going into the 9th and 10th round.
Yeah.
It's a good value.
Best ball, no kickers, no defense.
Love it.
Okay, so we don't need to talk about those positions. Who are you either targeting or find yourself seeing, CW, kind of after you've almost filled out your lineup and got your main guys? You think you're like, who's sitting out there that you pounce on or that you notice in drafts that you like?
Well, when it comes to these drafts, we have to really talk about that in more of a redraft consideration, because I'm mixing my portfolio up so much.
You are diversifying your bonds.
And I really try not to look at any player specifically and saying I'm going to take them at this spot no matter what. The targeting thing, I think, is where sometimes you could get in.
So even in your redrafts or other leagues, season-long leagues, you don't have.
Yeah, because
everybody's got a little plan at least, but you don't go round around.
Right. I definitely don't try to. I definitely kind of know in the back of my head in each round where it would be nice to have him.
If he's there, okay, that'd be a bonus.
Right.
Yeah.
I always like having the elite quarterback. And if a run goes on them and I'm looking at them like, well, look at all the different running backs that fell to me because of this run at quarterback, I'll just snag some of these running backs and get another quarterback that I can trust later. And then vice versa, So that's one good rule I think every fantasy football player, and especially in redraft, should know. Don't try to lay out a specific plan, because if that plan changes, which more than likely it will, and you don't have a backup, then you're overdrafting a player that shouldn't be there, and then then it starts to blow up from there.
Yeah. So okay, but how about late round guys or mid round guys that people should look out for in their drafts that you like?
Well, I tell you one guy who you really could pay dividends on in the first 10 weeks of the season, and that's Jerome Ford. A lot of people are like, what's wrong? That's the Nick Chubb backup,
yeah.
And he actually had 7 touchdowns last year as a backup to begin with, and even when Chubb got hurt. But now that they pretty much know that he's going to play a good workload, I do like him. Doesn't have a bye week until week 10. So you're talking about 9 straight weeks in the first 2/3 of the season where he's going to be the starting running back. I know they got Dante Foreman as the goal line guy, but obviously if Dante Foreman was that good of a player, why would he be on his third team in 3 years, right? He played for the Panthers, then the Chicago Bears, who, I last checked, they didn't have a 1,500-yard rusher, so they could just easily get rid of Foreman, and now he's a Cleveland Brown. And I do think he has a role, but Ford has been there already. Ford is also the pass-catching back, and they didn't sign Kareem Hunt, so I do like his role. I don't think Chubb's going to come back this year fully healthy and the way we thought he was, before his second major injury, which is a big concern for running backs.
It's a good name. CW, I know you like. Look, I told a story on the air the other day because we're talking about Virginia Tech and their running back, Ryan Williams. I watched him play at Dowdy Ficklen Stadium. Really liked him. The Cardinals drafted him. We used to do our home draft early in August, and I like that early August slot because I feel like I could take some rookies that nobody knows about, that they're about to shine in preseason, but I can get them before then. So I draft Ryan Williams. 3 hours later, he makes his NFL debut, preseason week 1, tears his leg, never does anything. Like, just awful.
It's bad luck.
Yeah, so I bring that up to say you probably want to keep your cards close to your vest when it comes to guys you like, but can you tell us about any rookies, any sleepers? I mean, that Ford, that opened my eyes. That's a good call. But any rookies or guys you're excited about this year?
So I like one running back and one receiver, and these are later guys, so we're not completely tearing up our first 10 or 11 rounds, and we're really trying to give secrets away. But Blake Corum is the backup running back for the Rams. And I do think the Rams are going to take a step up this year. They were already in the playoffs last year. They had 2 elite wide receivers, I believe. Kyron Williams was the reason why many players won millions of dollars in best ball.
Sure.
Okay, he was the second last pick. The guy that actually won $1.5 million, and I got his roster right here, actually picked Kyron as his last pick. And how crazy, and I'll get to that. But this guy who won $1.5 million on the biggest best ball tournament, in week 17, which is the championship week, his third and fourth player, which was Amari Cooper round 3, Christian Watson round 4, got him 0 points. Did not need his third or fourth rounder in order to win this $1.5 million, and that's because he had Kyron Williams as his last pick, where he got 28 points in the last. So those guys actually do matter. So Blake Corum is not going that low, but he's Kyron's backup. If Kyron comes back and, he missed 4 games last year, if he comes back not healthy and something happens to him and he's got to miss some games, Corum is really going to step up and come in there. And I do think he's going to be the RB2, hands down. He's already looked great in camp. He's already got a role, according to Todd, the head coach for the Rams. I'm sorry.
No,
McVay,
now
right?
why can't I don't want to say Todd McShay. It's Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
You said Todd, and it got me screwed up.
That's right. That's what we were putting 2 guys together. But yeah, Sean McVay's already said he's got a role. So to me, that's a great pick in the double-digit rounds that you don't have to burn a single-digit round for him. The other guy I like, and don't call me a homer on this, but I want you to come back and we'll talk about this later in the season. The wide receiver out of the University of Washington, who was with Rome Odunze, who was the 9th pick of the draft this year. Tampa got him in the early 3rd round, Jalen McMillan. He has already completely taken himself away from who was already the number 3 receiver in Trey Palmer, a rookie last year from Nebraska. He has clearly taken that role already. And they're not even having an issue with him in terms of, oh, wait, if Godwin goes down and we have to slide him in as the 2. He's that good. And the only reason why he didn't get moved up in the draft was because of an injury concern that happened late into that season, and he missed, I think, 6 games or 7 games for Washington season. But the time he and Odunze were there, they had almost equal numbers. And you're talking about that versus the 9th pick in the draft. So I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Odunze.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about how the potential could be there and how he's already looked good in camp, you're not getting him until the 15th or 16th rounds. So if you're talking about somebody that late as a receiver, they're calling this, could this guy be the Puka?
Right.
See the Puka.
Everybody's trying to identify.
Yeah, and he's
Puka.
definitely somebody on the radar I'd be looking for if I were you.
All right.
Just not in our draft.
All right.
Let me get him.
CW, yeah, that's fine. We covered a lot of ground, I feel like, and did it in a timely fashion. So,
which is unheralded for me.
I know. Let's wrap this up. Let's quit while we're ahead. Okay. We'll try to get you back in next week if you're available. And you were going to do a live draft today, but I feel like we had a lot to kind of a refresher. Yeah. So a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll hit a live draft next week or in a couple weeks whenever you can join us again. But enjoyed it, man. I always like talking fantasy football. Appreciate you joining us, man.
Anytime. Thank you.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. When we return, we'll continue the football talk on a Football Friday. We'll talk to Tony Dunn, who will join us live from Charlotte Panthers training camp. That's on the way after this.
Party like a pirate Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party featuring special guest, former ECU Pirate and American Idol musician Blake Prohl.
Will crash over me.
The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number 1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Country music star Sarah Evans will be coming to the Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on September 14th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets to see Sarah Evans on September 14th at WeldonMillsTheater.com.
Move you. This is Aaron Bunch.
And I'm Linda Bunch. We're with Advanced Moving and Storage. Let me be honest. When it comes to cooking on the grill or backing jet skis, I'm not very good at either one of those.
That's okay, Mama, but there is something that you are great at, and that's helping the people of Eastern North Carolina with their moving needs.
True enough, Aaron. Advanced Moving and Storage has been in business since 1992, and we've helped thousands upon thousands of people move.
That's right. Whether you're in-state or out-of-state, Advanced Moving and Storage has the experienced professionals that are ready to help you move.
Give Advanced Moving and Storage a call today at 252-321-3200. We might not be able to cook on the grill. I certainly can't back the jet skis, but we can help you with all of your moving needs. Use the moving company the pirates use, Advanced Moving and Storage.
Move you. Move you.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
Looking for physical therapy near you? Have you had orthopedic surgery, a work or sports injury, or a medical condition that has limited your day-to-day activities? At ENC Physical Therapy, we strive to provide one-on-one care with a personalized treatment plan with little to no wait times for initial evaluation. ENC Physical Therapy is located in Washington, a convenient 20-minute drive from Greenville. As a patient, you have options and the right to choose where to go. So give ENC Physical Therapy a call today at 252-495-0018. ENC Physical Therapy.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Pirate Radio.
See that door right there? One marked pirate. You think a pirate lives in there?
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
I see a door marked private. Is that the door you're talking about?
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Friday. Chat gang's been busy. Dude! Brian Hanks in the house. Brian Hanks has some movie tickets, Shirley, on the filing cabinet, if you could help him out while he's here. Robert says, Alex, good podcast previewing West Virginia came out today. The College Experience, hosted by an ECU guy. Yeah!
Dude!
Brian, come in. You come in here, Brian. Come on in here. Dude.
Hey, dude.
You going to check that out, Alex?
Yeah, probably not.
All right, but thank you for the heads up, Robert.
I'm locked in on the 2024 East Carolina Pirates.
East Carolina Pirates.
Bert.
Thank you, dude. Brian Hanks is the man. Got a cool... Should I show
Some of the koozies are ours, too.
The Brian Hanks Show. Why am I promoting another show? Get this crap out of here.
Poor guy.
Burn that. Randolph's in the house. What's up, Randolph? Hope you're doing well.
Randolph, you are the man. You are the real deal.
Let's go to the Pirate Radio Live line. Joining us live from Charlotte, the Queen City, North Carolina, Tony Dunn. C3 Podcast is here. Tony, what's up, buddy?
Man, I am having an incredible week. You can't write it up better than this. I'm staying at the same dang hotel as all the players.
The only thing that can make it better is if Cam Newton walked through the lobby while Tony Dunn was there.
Are you rooming with Bryce Young?
I saw him at breakfast on Wednesday.
That's crazy.
It's cool that the Panthers got a discount. He got the kids rate, 12 and under.
Yeah, I mean, he probably has to have a chaperone.
Hey, Tony, did I see that you saw Creed, or did I read that wrong?
No, you saw it. Now I will be. I do need to say this. Not a Creed fan, but the ticket was free. And hey,
dude, they got hits. They got a bunch of hits.
They do. They all sound the same, though.
That they do.
The song sounds the exact same. My friend said, well, actually, a good friend of yours as well, Jason Harris, I was messaging him, and he has great music taste. He said Creed is the gateway drug for all Christians to try to be heavy metal fans.
I give you and Jason some credit on the music I like. Y'all introduced me to like Metallica and some harder stuff.
Yeah.
In high school days.
The Bud Light of, and there's a good plug for you. There's the Bud Light of
metal. Yeah, I can't take the hard stuff, but I'll take some Metallica.
Yeah, it's like a seltzer.
All right, I've challenged the gang for at least one question each to ask Tony Dunn about Panthers training camp. Anybody want to go first? Chandler wants to go first. He is a fellow Panthers fan.
Can I ask two?
Please.
All right.
But one at a time.
All right, so here's my first question, Tony. First time that training camp is not in Wofford that I know of, or the first time in a long time. So no more Wofford College, no more players staying in the dorms.
Is there a question?
No more playing at Wofford for the preseason, for the training camp. How has the Carolina Panthers organization turned it into a fan fest type of situation? How is the experience there in Charlotte with it not being in Wofford?
Fantastic question. Number one is we almost thought that it wasn't going to happen. They didn't even have the facility where the fans were going to be built just 45 days ago. They were able to get the whole structure, the whole field created, the stands, all of that in a kind of a remarkable time. The experience, this is going to be sad for you, man. It is better than Wofford. It is, you're in shade. They have bleachers set up under shade. Like yesterday, it poured rain while they were practicing, and we got to watch and enjoy the whole thing without a drop of water hitting our heads. They did, and for me, it's real important for us because Cody Lack is got spinal muscular atrophy, and so he is disabled, and all the accommodations, the ADA accommodations were awesome for him. So he got to have a great time on Wednesday. And, man, it's awesome. And then the Back Together Saturday game is going to be at Bank of America, so that should be a big event. The final piece to the puzzle, though, is the turnout. Because they have to sell tickets, those tickets, or at least you have to get tickets. I don't know if you have to pay for them. PSL holders get, early access to them. It's not been a giant turnout. There's not an incredible amount of people, but these, at the same time, if you went to Wofford, it was kind of like that on the weekdays. You know what I'm saying? It's the Saturday practices that are giant. So I expect Back Together Saturday to be a big, successful event at Bank of America.
All right, let me throw my question out there. Tony, who is your Demir Bird or Cameron Artis Payne? Who's the guy you like? Who is your off-season darling that you've attached yourself to that may or may not make an impact when the season starts?
May or may not. I don't think I have that player who is a non-name, right? Is like now I got a player that has a name that I expect to be big, and that's Deontay Johnson, wide receiver they traded for from Pittsburgh. You guys know him as being kind of disgruntled player, but it really looks like that he's a feature of this offense from day one, and he's going to be, he's talented. He's an incredible route runner, and I expect big things from him. Also, one other player, too, of note that's just getting a lot of action is Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is right now they're waiting for the rookie, Jonathan Brooks, he's not practicing at the moment. He is looking to be healthy, but and he's going to be a star when he hits the field. But it looks like Miles Sanders is the back right now that they're going to feature. And if you look at Dave Canales' offense, it doesn't really feel like an offense that's been like, oh, let's do this by committee all the time. So it looks like Miles Sanders is getting a lot of action.
Question from Redbeard, and then Alex, we're going to go to you. Redbeard asks, has David Tepper thrown anything at fans or yelled at the fans yet?
Not yet. I did got a great picture of David Tepper hanging out and rapping with Bryce Young's parents yesterday.
All right.
No, he was out there, and good for him. It looks like he's lost a lot of weight.
Okay, Alex.
Tony, as a long snapper myself, you probably know what type of question I'm going to ask already, but how are these specialists performing so far, and what percentage of practices are dedicated to special teams?
All right, so really the most part of the practice that's dedicated to special teams seems to be using, punt returns. They're using the jug machine to simulate that. Haven't seen a ton of dedicated action to the special teams. Unfortunately, I guess, and you're welcome to this, some of this life, is that those kickers and those snappers, they just kind of do their own thing off to the side on their own field. And it'll be when they start doing more game simulations that, in practice. Right now they're practicing for team drills, so they're not really, those guys are practicing on their own. Now, interesting fun fact about this is that the Panthers have sort of a kicker conundrum. Eddie Pinheiro, who has got incredible statistics and accuracy for the last, year and a half for the Panthers, is disgruntled about his contract because he's, only getting $1.3 million. And so he's trying to, I guess, play hard. It looks like with the Panthers he was there, not doing much. But we got this guy. His name is Harrison Mevis. He's known as the thicker kicker. He is 5'10", 5'11", 243 pounds. And he's just booting it. He hit the longest, I think, field goal in, I don't know if it's SEC, a clip. I'm terrible with my conferences. 61-yard walk-off kick last year to win. This guy is thick, dude. He's like, Julius Peppers video, that kind of thick.
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
Harrison Mevis. And here's the good thing for us, Chandler, is like all of the demise of the Carolina Panthers in some ways.
Oh, yeah.
Contributed to Cam. Maybe we contributed, but there was one. Harrison Butker. They went with Graham Gano over Harrison Butker, and Harrison Butker has been an incredible field goal kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Panthers have been struggling to find a replacement ever since and struggling to win. So maybe we can break the Harrison curse with another Harrison.
I like your thinking, Tony.
Even in the black Missouri uniforms, it's not very slimming on him. He's kind of got like a Gunther look. Like he looks like a big man-child baby.
Thicker kicker. I love that nickname.
Tony, one more question real quick. Are there multiple snappers at camp, or is J.J. Jansen just going to take the job again?
Oh, it's just J.J. Jansen. By the way, J.J. Jansen throws a pretty ball. He's got a good arm. Crazy. I know. No, J.J. Jansen, and also another kind of point of contention for when the Carolina Panthers just fell into ineptitude was when, for some reason, they thought it was time to move on from J.J. Jansen, and they drafted, what's his name,
Thomas Fletcher,
the guy who crawled there and then had to crawl home as a 7th-round pick. But no, J.J. Jansen is the guy.
Jarrett, you got a question for Tony?
Yeah, you just hit on Deontay Johnson a minute ago. How's the other new addition, Xavier Leggetti, looking?
Oh, Leggett is – I tell you this, man, is you know how Clip always asks is what player would you want to room with, what player would you want to have in your back in a fight or something like this, is I got to say the best roommate on this team's got to be Bryce Young, nicest person, can't say a mean word about anything. The guy I want in a fight is Xavier Leggetti, because this guy, he's like one of those boys that would never quit for you. He is so country cool. It's so hard. It's great to listen to him talk and hard at the same time because it's just so dang distracting. And you're like just eating collard greens as you're listening. He is physically incredible. Like he looks like Megatron, except for not 6'5". He is just a beast. And he was very self-critical in his first day after his first camp about focus, attention to detail. And this wasn't something the coaches said. This guy really seems to care about being as great as he can be. And if you can get past that crazy, crazy Southern draw, you can really see some fight, some wisdom, and some cool things happening there. This guy, he could be a stud right out the gate.
Tony, any past players, personalities, anybody you have introduced yourself to, shook a hand, taken a selfie? You got 3 to 5 people you've done that with this week that are impressive?
No, I have not bothered them. I've tried to we just wait till tomorrow morning because they all walk out in breakfast. And tomorrow I am going to just go bump into Bryce and say, what's up? Let me get a selfie.
Yeah.
But no, we've got to see some cool players. The ones, it's really hard. There's 40 new players on this team. And we talked about this in the last on the last show. Is there a guy you love on this team?
Right.
And we come back to Derek Brown, but at the same time, we don't know these guys at all. 10 years ago, if this would have been happening in this team, I would have been able to call off 40 to 50% of the roster just by face. So you're trying to learn and get. I saw Jonathan Mingo. And the only reason I knew it was Jonathan Mingo because they're wearing these tags on their book bag that has their number. And I'm looking it up because my friend was like, how the heck did you even know who Jonathan Mingo was? I had to look it up. So I got to ride in the elevator with a guy trying to make the team. Didn't really bother me. Just said good luck, good luck at camp. And they're appreciative. These guys are dialed, they're professionals. They're out there trying to get it done. So it's really neat to see that in action. But it's also training camp. And I've been saying this for years on this show. It's like when you think of practice, we're talking about practice. You think of people doing the same thing over and over and over, repetition, getting it right. They run the route once and they move on. They practice one thing for 7 minutes. It's impressive. And I was talking to a family member of one of the scouts, and he said at this level, all of the real practice is in the film room.
Chandler, you get the last question.
Well, you talked about selfies. How much are people asking to take selfies with you and your C3 crew? I hear that you guys. I listened to your podcast that was live in your hotel room the other night, and it sounds like you have a lot of people that appreciate what you and your crew do for C3.
Yeah, you know what? As I just give a little shout out to my boy Clip, I know what it feels like now to be a B-list celebrity.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
It makes you feel cool when people, and not because of me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want people, and that's why I think people gravitate to our show, because we don't celebrate ourselves when it comes to football knowledge, and it was just enthusiasm, building a community and making people feel part of it. And it's really neat to see, because we're all doing this virtually half the time, you know what I'm saying, as we all live in different places. And it is real neat to see that you're part of people's lives. People are coming up. We've even got this guy. I'm going to bring back one, Chandler, to see this thing called a roller. It's actually a take on what they call an Aztec death whistle or something. But when you,
I saw this.
It looks like a panther head, and you blow into it and it growls. It's insane. So we're doing a live podcast on tomorrow at Resident Culture. So if for some reason you're in Charlotte at 1 o'clock, you can come hang out. We're going to give away some tomorrow. Really neat stuff. So, it's been incredible. But, Clip, my final kind of takeaway on training camp is my takeaway on going to the games is it's really hard to pay attention to the details because you're just overwhelmed with experience. You know what I'm saying? You're dapping people up. You're talking. You see everything, but you don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're having a blast, man, and that is cool that you got some fans there in Charlotte as well. So tomorrow is a big day, and then what? You heading home after that?
Yeah, I got to come home for some other stuff that's going on. Yes, I'll be back. Also, I just went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine in what they call 4DX, which is like a 3D movie, but the seats, it's like, have you ever been to one of those 3D movies in Busch Gardens?
Oh, yeah.
Around, and there's like water vapor coming out. It was the most incredible experience. Not incredible. It was, I don't know how I'm going to watch a regular movie again. And movies are back, baby. There are like 10 movies coming out that look fantastic.
My wife, I believe we might go see Twisters this weekend. My wife has some interest in going to see that, so we might head out there.
Take her. You want to be the coolest guy ever? Take her to Raleigh and go see it in 4DX.
I'm okay with not being the coolest guy ever.
Oh, come on, Clip. You could woo her. She'd be like, oh, this is the most thoughtful thing ever, and terrifying because I felt like I was actually in a Twister.
I'm a golden ticket cinemas guy.
Okay.
Through and through.
Hey.
Chandler, we got to take a break, but you got to get this last point in.
Well, Tony, I hope you continue to have fun. I hope the Panthers have a great year. But for the past 5-6 years, ever since we made that Super Bowl run, the Panthers have been mediocre or really bad. But I do want you to know, your C3 Panther crew to know, that there is something to take pride of with the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton released this on his podcast the other day. The Carolina Panthers are the only organization, the only franchise to have a Walter Camp Man of the Year award winner, a Defensive Player of the Year, an Offensive Player of the Year, and an MVP. So take pride in that.
Well, I just hope at one point we can be the only team that has those accolades plus a Lombardi trophy. I hope I live to see it.
Tony, thank you, buddy. Have fun.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
Tony Dunn, great report from Charlotte. Let's take a break, come back. We'll have the shortest segment in Pirate Radio Live history when we return after this.
The Holton Ahlers Show.
ECU quarterback Caden Hauser.
The season's about here, getting ready for camp. How do you feel going in, kind of finishing the summer and then going into camp?
I feel really good. I feel like as a team, as an offense, we're really coming together, really tighten the bolts, if you will, just getting everybody ready for camp. So I'm excited to get rolling on camp, but summer's been going really well, really been progressing. So
The Holton Ahlers Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
Yo ho ho, Pirate Patriots! It's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. Time to hoist the colors of the land of the free and the home of the brave. We're celebrating independence now through August 15th with FN Firearms. Take advantage on low prices of FN 510s, 545s, and SCAR 15s with factory rebates up to $500. Plus, with every FN purchase will come free FN gear. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to lead you to the perfect treasure. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy Mug Monday with custom butt cups. Tuesday and Wednesday we have local acoustic night. Thursday night we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. So come twirl around and have a buckin' good time. And don't forget your Sunday Fun Day Cornhole Tournament with the ECU Club Cornhole team at 3 p.m. Check out the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and events. Y'all come get bucked up.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway at Bells Fork. Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
Want a great lunch with quick service? Huckleburger. Need a place to dine out with the family tonight? Huckleburger. The fastest full-service restaurant in town. Huckleburger. Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality, delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington. Huckleburger. Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
We're not afraid of nobody.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risks, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Quick seg. The opening ceremonies are still going on. Is that Nadal? No. Yeah, maybe. Opening ceremony still going on in France. When do we get some events? Let me look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. Jared, you know things. When do we get some Olympics events going on?
Men's basketball starts Sunday against Serbia.
Okay.
And then they play South Sudan on Wednesday. That's
Rematch.
Rematch. It's going to be a good
JT Thor going to lay the hammer.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be a good one. All right, let's take a break.
Hey, before we go,
segment.
Before we go, I got to make an announcement. I have to use the bathroom.
Wow.
I got an announcement. This is Alex Harper's last hour as a regular on Pirate Radio Live. Make it count. We will play Name That Sound. We will talk to Morgan Ahlers and have more for you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Friday after this.
And Clip, before we go to break, tomorrow, women's synchronized diving. Springboard.
Chandler and I cannot wait for that to happen.
Synchronized sitting coming up Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Back with you after this.
The Holton Ahlers Show.
ECU quarterback Caden Hauser.
What stuck out about this offense that makes you think you can be successful in it?
I mean, it came from offense where we're really run heavy, so I didn't feel like I got my talent used as much as possible as far as the throwing side. So I feel like this offense and this environment, being able to use my arm and my ability to put the ball down the field is something that I'm going to be able to go to in game and have confidence in doing. And I'm excited to go do that. So that's why I feel like this is the place to be, and I'm excited to be here.
The Holton Ahlers Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we'll buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at David Price Construction. DavidPriceConstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, it's summer sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. I'm Rhonda Lyons and I have reduced prices on all your favorite men's and women's merchandise. Shop your favorite men's apparel at 20% off and all ladies merchandise is marked down 40%. It's our summer sale, save big and come see us now while selection is good and prices are even better. Because at Russell's, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
It's hot outside, but you won't break a sweat using ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate for your next home sale or purchase. Our experienced agents help you stay cool while navigating the home buying or selling process. Uncover your next treasure today by visiting encpiraterealty.com. And remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
0-1 pitch. Norby out towards right field, heading back towards right, back at the wall, and right over top. Norby takes a long look back. She is gone. His second big league home run. It is 6-0 O's.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
He is already on the line.
Shirley, that's why you're the best in the business. So during the break, Alex Harper said, hey, it went well last segment. Let's run it back. We're all going to ask Morgan Ahlers at least one question during this interview. Jarrett, can you come up with one? I'll give you a little time.
Yeah, I can think of something.
All right, Shirley, I want you on board for this one, too.
What? Why?
Because I need you to ask Morgan a question.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go first. Morgan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. That's your question. Next.
He's the trainer. Next. He's going Mike Ditka style. What do you care? Next. Let me ask a follow-up, Morgan. East Carolina picked 7th at AAC Media Day. Alex Harper said, hey, we won 2 games last year. 7th? That means they think we're going to be better. That's showing a little respect. Holton Ahlers said, 7th? We're ECU. We shouldn't be 7th. We should be 1st. Kind of hard to go from 2 to 1st, but it has happened. I think Tulane did it. Other schools have done it. So what did you think about being there kind of in the middle for the Pirates this year?
I think we're talking about prediction. Predictions, man. We're talking about prediction.
Where's Mr. T?
Who cares? It's prediction.
I care. We got to have something to talk about. It's July.
Oh, come on, man. That's an Allen Iverson throwback.
You didn't get the reference. I did. Practice, but when I hear Morgan for some reason say prediction, I think about Mr. T.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Clip, what's your prediction for the fight?
Prediction?
Yes.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, that was
honestly, I think 7th is a little low. I thought we'd probably come in 3, 4, 5. I think there's some teams that probably at least going into the season on paper, might be a little bit more ahead according to the pundits that make these predictions. But for seventh, again, just like Alex said, we won 2 games last year, so they must think we're going to be better. We just have to prove them wrong and be better.
Memphis picked first, and then you've got that top tier with Memphis, Tulane, and UTSA. Yeah, it's still talking season, Morgan, and hopefully we'll get some answers soon because fall camp begins next Thursday. And maybe we'll be out there, Chon, talking to Mike Houston, and hopefully a couple players as well. But we'll see how much Houston wants to divulge. At some point, Morgan, he's going to have to name a starting quarterback. We might have to wait a couple of weeks for that. But it'll be good to see the guys on the field hitting a little bit next week.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's an exciting time. I read something last night that last night was the last Thursday that we won't have football for a while. Because I think there's a preseason game kicking off next week, and then college starts in 3 or 4 weeks, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I love it. Football's just a great sport, great to watch, whether it's college or pros, and excited about it as you are, and everybody at Pirate Radio to cover East Carolina. I think it's gonna be a very, very fun year to watch.
We are less than a week away from the first televised American football game, professional football game, with the Hall of Fame game kicking off next Thursday. I give the floor to my good friend, Chandler Honeycutt. Boy, he was ready for this.
All right, now my question is, as a DJ, and a great one at that, and with karaoke, what is the one song that people request where you're like, oh, no, not this song? What is that one song, Morgan?
It would be Don't Stop Believing, and I had a guy tell me one time that he could sing that song and it sounds just like Steve Perry, and he's yet to sing it. Excuse me, Chandler, would that be you?
Wait, hold on. No, that's wrong. I have sang the song at a previous place you used to do it.
You have not sang that song at one of my karaoke shows. You came on stage and sang another song.
Oh, it was Good Directions. Yeah.
Wow, Morgan just.
That's right. That's true. All right. Well, then I'll have to go see you then. And show you.
Well, I'll tell you what. As soon as you get off the air tonight, come over to Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, and at 6:30 you can sing "Don't Stop Believing."
Great plug. Great.
And we'll put it on Pirate Radio Live and all the social media platforms and let the people judge. Are you Steve Perry?
All right, there you go.
All the millions and millions watching around the world.
Do you really have a song though that you just can't stand to hear people sing?
I don't know if there's a song. It might be more people oriented.
No matter what this particular person says.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but the whole thing about it is when I do some karaoke like that, it's all about having fun. And I try my best to make anybody sound as good as I can possibly make them sound, and that includes you, Clip.
You know who's a good singer? Morgan Ahlers.
He is. I've heard him.
Luke is asking, what's the go-to song? I'm going to kind of take that question and use it for you, Morgan. When you put the mic on yourself and sing a song, what is your go-to song?
This is the funny thing about me and karaoke. Before I start, I've been DJing for a long time, and I started actually, Mark Pascal asked me to fill in for him one night 15, 20 years, a long time ago. And I've never sang. The only key I know is the key in my truck right over here as I get ready to load in. Seriously, I know nothing about I can play a computer, but I can't play an instrument. And, I've got about, probably now 25, 30 songs that I can fake pretty good. But if you ask me to sing, I really can't, but I can make it bearable for people that they don't run away, which I guess is a good thing.
You got a good deep voice on you.
Wonderful, Brandy, Wonderful Tonight, Brick House.
I like it.
Yeah, I can do some of those songs.
All right.
He mentioned Mark Pascal.
He did. Who will be where, Chon?
At the State Theater, August 29th for the Pirate Radio kickoff party.
That is right. Get your tickets now.
See, I am so glad you were right on top of it because I threw you that softball and somebody finally took a swing at it. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Morgan. All right, Alex Harper, who played for Morgan Ahlers years ago.
Yeah, that kind of has to do with The question I was going to ask.
All right, what you got, Alex?
Morgan, if the people of Eastern North Carolina don't know, they need to do their research. You are one of the all-time great youth football coaches in the state of North Carolina and in the country. Do you have any plans to restart your coaching career?
Not unless there are grandkids involved, and I would rather just watch, to be real honest with you. You know, Alex, we had fun when we had that little youth football team. Eric Jarman and I coached, and I think we averaged giving up like maybe 8 or 9 points a game and scoring about 40. So, yeah, we were pretty good.
I don't know how the teams were picked back in the day, but I think that was extremely unfair for the flag football level. I think on a team of 11 or 12 kids, I think we had 6 kids going to play Division I sports on that team.
You got to learn that. You got to learn how to scout kids when they're young. First of all, do they wear their hat right? Can they catch a football? Do they get it in the face, or do they catch it with their hand? These are things that are like really intellectual scouting does at that age.
Next gen stats. Yeah, Morgan was big in the analytics. Wait, are you telling me that Morgan maybe pulled some strings? Maybe had something going on behind closed doors? Maybe was the puppet master?
There's local politics, bud.
Never heard that before. All right. Jarrett, do you have a question for Morgan Ahlers?
Yeah, you're such a great PA announcer. I'm just wondering, what do you do to hype yourself up before a game?
Drink lots of alcohol.
My guy.
All right.
I've been doing, I sat there the other day, and this will be 34 years for basketball and 23 years for football, I believe. I think that's right. And Clip knows this. You show up, you look it over, and you do your job. And, you know, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, you've got a job to do. And like when Holton was playing, it was a little bit more intense than normal games, but I enjoy what I'm doing, and it's so much fun to be up there and be a part of it. And, you know, I'm blessed to be able to do it.
Check out the Holton Ahlers Show. He talked to John David Baker, and hopefully a lot of quick first down Pirate calls from Morgan Ahlers at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium this season. All right, Shirley, final question to Morgan Ahlers. You got it.
It's a two-parter. Do you plan to watch the Olympics? And if so, what event interests you the most?
Actually, I flipped it around before I got on the road here today and saw some of the opening ceremonies in the pouring down rain, and I'm like, okay, looking at it, yes, I plan to watch the Olympics. I watched some of the ceremonies. I don't know if you guys are watching it now, but these poor people from these smaller countries are in a boat that might hold like 8 people, and it's really, really rough. I said some of those people are going to get sick. And the sport that interests me the most, I really don't have one per se. I like watching. I do like watching the Olympics, and there's always some sport that will pop out at you, and it's funny watching it. And you guys will probably do it here in the next couple of weeks. You guys will become experts in a sport you've got no clue about right now.
Oh, I can agree with that.
When curling happened a few years ago, the United States won curling.
Yep.
Yeah.
My mother was from Canada, so I've been familiar with it for many, many years. Actually played it a couple times, which is really cool. But once they won it, everybody around was talking about curling. And how, you know, did you see this? You don't know what you're talking about, but glad you watched it. So it's going to be what's the new sport to watch in the Olympics this year. That's the sport I want to find.
Just saw Tony Parker jogging with the Olympic torches. I guess they're about to light it and finally get this thing over with. This has been a long opening ceremony.
Well, can I give you a slight spoiler alert just because it's ridiculous?
Won't be the first time, Shirley.
At some point, they will raise the Olympic flag, and they raised it upside down.
Wait.
No.
Oh, well, I'm like 40 minutes behind.
Yeah, they
All
raised the Olympic flag, and it was upside down. And I'm like, how do you mess that up?
Yes.
Because you've known for years that you're doing the ceremony. Why would you not practice that?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of like competitors, but this has got to be the worst opening ceremony probably in the history of the Olympics.
Why would you say that?
They're all boring. No, I mean.
Well, I think one, and up to now, you've had them come into a stadium, whether it's in the Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics, and there's all these people around there cheering, and you can watch it. It's bearable. This thing, the way they've covered it, you've got a 6-mile stretch of a river, and just boats are passing by, and you really can't see anybody. And it's raining.
Yeah.
It's in France. That's all you have to say.
France. Morgan, thank you
Hanging in the Louvre.
Thank you for joining us, and good job handling the media gaggle today. We were peppering you with questions.
Yeah, that was very intense, and I wish everybody a great weekend. Chandler, I will see you in about, I'm going to give you an hour, just get you, vocal cords ready. It's 30. I want you over here at Fifth Street Hardware so we can film the karaoke version of Stop Believing.
Me. All right, I'll talk to you later. I'm getting warmed up.
All right, you guys have a great weekend.
See you, Morg. Thanks, man. There is Morgan Ahlers joining us. Pirate Radio Live Line. What you got, Magic? What you got, Magic? Say it, Magic.
I'm not going to think that.
Gee, I saw that one coming a mile away.
I'm not going to
Oh, man. Hey, Morgan, you can stop believing that Chandler's going to be there.
It's not showtime.
It's a no-show.
It's off the mark.
And he's there at another place. We'll take a break. We'll come back and have Name That Sound. Jared, you ever played?
No.
Have you ever been here when we played?
No.
All right, good. Glad you're on my team.
No.
Back with you after this.
Party like a pirate Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring special guest, former ECU Pirate and American Idol musician Blake Prohl. The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh!
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill, using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management, is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times at the pool, river, beach, or backyard grilling, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there is fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this summer, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Chicos! Arriba, arriba!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus, Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Baltimore Orioles baseball.
0-1 pitch. Norby out towards right field, heading back towards right, back at the wall, and right over top. Norby takes a long look back. She is gone. His second big league home run. It is 6-0 O's.
Catch all the action right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This is Chandler Honeycutt from Pirate Radio Live, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best. And New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callinublu.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week with a full lineup of musical acts. And coming up this weekend on Friday night, it's the Eric Dunlow Band. And then on Saturday, it'll be the JP Guns Band taking the stage at 10 o'clock. Of course, ladies, you get in free all weekend long. Check them out on Instagram and Facebook for the latest, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Sometimes I realized how I've failed Chandler as a mentor.
I think you've done a pretty good job.
You were such a...
And I commend you for it.
You're such a nice, polite young man when you rolled into this building.
And I'm not now?
You still are, but you got a little edge to you.
Well, see, I'm not like this around people I don't know.
All right, Shirley.
What did you just say?
It's time to play that game we all love. Let's hit the
Come on in. Come on in. Sit right down. Sit right down. Go take a guess. Take a guess. And name that sound. Do me a favor. Turn that frown. Turn it on upside down. Upside down. Turn it. Because it's time. For what? For Name That Sound. Now, here's the host of Name That Sound, Miss Shirley Rhodes.
Shirley Rhodes. Very much. Welcome into Name That Sound, the season finale, the summer finale of Name That Sound. And we have a great matchup today. Clip and Jarrett will be going head-to-head with the long snappers, Alex and Sean. Yes?
Well, I had a question, but we can do the one as well.
Oh, yes.
Just for Jarrett, to show how the game's played, can you play like a clip that's in the normal rotation?
Oh, yes. Hold on one second.
So, okay. I will give you an example. Let's say this is me versus Chandler. All right.
It's two little butt cheeks.
Shirley.
Whatever you hear, and it may be from well, Shirley can explain the rules,
Yes.
but basically, first person to say the sound or the answer Shirley's looking for gets a point. Simple as that.
Yes, and it can be anything. It can be anything from a nature sound to a TV quote, movie, commercial, music. It could be just about anything. So that's what makes it tough.
Are we going to go like we've been doing, alternating questions?
Yes.
All right.
We can alternate, yes.
Well, I'm going first for my team. So who's tipping the ball off for you guys? Have y'all had a pre?
Hey, you know what? I got to redeem myself, bro.
Go for it.
Last time I had a bad performance. It's time to lock in.
All right.
All
So
right.
it'll be me and Alex, and then next it'll be Jarrett versus Sean.
All right, gentlemen, here is your first sound.
588.
Empire.
Excellent. Well done, Alex.
What is
2-300 Empire today. Boom.
1-800
588.
2-300
Empire
today.
Well done. Well done.
Call
I didn't think-
877 cash now.
Yeah, we had that one before. All right. Chandler. Jarrett. Here's your sound.
He called it the Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Say something.
I've never seen that show.
Incorrect.
Avatar.
The Song of Ice and Fire.
He called it the
Hunger Games.
Squid Games.
And that's what you want to do. Is you want to spit out
Squid
as much
Games.
as
Pirates
you
of the Caribbean.
I do like that you're saying
The
things.
Song of Ice and Fire.
5.
Oh,
The Last
4,
Airbender. Avatar. The Last
3.
let's do
2. 1.
that.
I got nothing.
House of the Dragon.
There you go. You were close, Chandler. You said Game of Thrones, but that's not what I was looking for.
You've
All right.
never seen those,
No.
Jared. All right.
I'm not into that dragon crap.
Wow. Okay.
How about Dragon? Never mind.
All right, here we go. Next one. Clip. Alex.
What a wonderful day.
300.
Incorrect. I'll play it one more time.
What a wonderful day.
Shrek. What's that other movie? Gladiator.
What a wonderful day.
It sounds like
5.
How to Train Your
4.
Dragon.
3. No. 2.
Spaceballs.
1.
What is it, Jarrett?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, wait. Is that the new one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Clip.
Jared nailed it.
I haven't seen that yet.
I didn't see the new one either.
Oh, I thought you had seen it. That was the whole point of
I
me
wanted to
pulling
see
that.
it, but I have seen that in the previews.
Yes,
So should have
yes.
got it.
Okay. So, Alex and Chandler have a point. Clip and Jarrett have yet to score. Here we go. Next sound.
Everything is simple.
Oh, that's Rajay.
Incorrect.
No, that's
Everything is simple.
Oh,
J.V.
Deontay
Spawn?
Johnson. Deontay Johnson.
Incorrect.
Deontay Johnson.
Huh?
Do I have his last name wrong?
Deontay Johnson. That is definitely him.
It is Johnson. I
Yes,
think I
that-
put.
that
Oh,
is
you know
Big
what I
Tay.
did? You know what I did? I put Deontay Smith. That's why I had it
Oh.
wrong. Okay, but you are correct, Chandler. You are correct.
Good work, John.
Okay, so 2-0 is your score.
Everything is tempo.
Yeah. Here we go. Next one.
That dirty ass water.
Charles
Barkley.
Clip. You are on the board, gentlemen.
Where they sending him, Chuck?
Where they sending him, Chuck? Galveston.
That dirty ass water.
Hey, Chuck. Chuck, why don't women wear watches?
What's the punchline?
You haven't seen that clip?
What is it?
He said,
Can you say it?
he said, hey, Chuck, why don't women wear watches? Because there's a clock on the stove.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm quoting. I didn't say that.
No, that's
right.
not Alex.
I'm
Sure.
quoting.
All right, Alex and Chandler have 2. Clip, Jarrett, you have 1 point. Here's your next sound. Wait, who's next, by the way? It's Jarrett and Chan?
Me and
Okay.
Jarrett.
A double pleasure's waiting for you.
Alka-Seltzer.
Nope.
I appreciate
Wait.
the guess.
A double pleasure's
Sun
waiting
Drop.
for you.
Nope.
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
No.
Sprite.
No.
Coke.
Sierra
5.
Mist.
4. 3.
Dr. Thunder.
2.
Lozenges.
1.
Cough drops.
So that's gum. It's double your pleasure, double your fun. Spearmint or
Fruit
juicy
stripe.
fruit or
It's
Double bubble.
double mint gum.
Double mint.
You were close, but it was double your pleasure, double your fun is the jingle that was used, but it was double mint gum.
Jarrett, I'm gonna say this: you haven't got one right yet, but I love the way you're playing the game. You're spitting
Yes.
out answers. If you stay silent, there's no chance you get it right. I love the way you're playing.
Appreciate it.
I'm proud of you.
All right,
son.
one more sound. We'll take a quick break. Next sound.
Seamus.
Y'all said it at
That's
the
a draw.
exact same time.
Y'all
said it at the
It was coming out of
same
his mouth
time.
first.
Ah, that's tough.
That's tough, Jeff.
That's tough,
Shirley
Jeff.
called it a draw.
Let's go to break and let's review it.
Okay, yes, we will review. I mean, that is a photo finish when it comes to, because I heard both of you at the same time. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll do the video review. and we'll tell you who that point gets awarded
It's
to.
going to be me, fella.
It's going to be me.
And we'll be back with the last section of Name That Sound right after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
There's a special deal at US Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserba brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The Holton Ahlers Show.
ECU quarterback Caden Hauser.
What are some guys that have stood out that fans can look forward to this fall?
I keep saying Anthony Smith has been really good. He just came in from NC State. I feel like me and him have a really good connection, even with the spring game and throughout the whole spring practices. I feel like we've definitely had a connection. Winston Wright as well, and the slot came in from Florida State, and even Chase. I mean, Chase has been here, so it's good to talk with him and have his experience from last year and him coming from Colorado, kind of have similar experiences, and then just building that connection even on the weekends, just throwing one-on-ones by ourselves and just getting that work in extra. It's been really coming together when we go into practice.
The Holton Ahlers Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. They're open every day and have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Welcome back. We had a little bit of a controversy, so we had to take a quick break to look at the video replay, the VAR, and Clip. What was the result of said video review?
I believe we're going to call it a draw.
A draw.
It was too close to call.
Both teams get a point.
Both teams get a point.
Alex
so that
and I agreed upon that. Right, Alex?
That will put the score 3-2 in Alex and Chandler's favor. All right, so now we are going to Chandler and Jarrett. Here is your sound.
I give it a 10. A 10.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Incorrect. I'll play it again.
I give it a 10. A 10.
That is Oh Brother, We're Out Now.
I give it a 10.
Undercover Brother.
A 10.
5.
Eddie Griffin.
4.
I give it a
3.
10. A 10.
2.
I can't hear it.
Excuse me.
Deuce
1.
Bigelow, European Gigolo.
That's the third time I played it,
Alex,
doggone it.
You say the first word, I'll say the second.
I don't know it.
Oh.
I've made that face because I've heard this clip and seen the clip so many times, but I don't know what it's from.
We have a text from Jenny. She wants to guess. Is it Varsity Blues?
Yep.
You are correct.
Jenny, I'll give you a 10.
A 10. That would be Billy
seen
Bob.
That is the scene where they're at the strip club and their teacher is stripping.
Yep.
Which I will go around the horn and ask, has anybody ever seen their teacher strip at a strip club?
Not at a strip club.
Whoa! Whoa!
Jared.
All right.
Edwin.
More on that kid, right?
Jokes. We're telling jokes.
Jokes.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Jokes.
All right. Clip and Alex, here's your sound.
It was a quick conversation. It was
Luke
it was a done
Larson!
deal.
Mate! Checkmate!
You are correct.
Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi! I put that in there because I was like, if Alex does not get this, I'm going to be so mad at him.
Jared, I'm going to need you to pick us up, man. I've let us down here lately.
Try my best.
All right, here we go.
You've let us down the entire game. I've let us down here lately.
Tried my best.
I know.
4-2 is your score. Alex and Chandler in the lead.
This is the way.
The Mandalorian.
You are correct,
Hey!
sir.
We're back. That's my guy.
4-3. 4-3.
Right,
Here we go.
saw it.
All right. Who we got? Clip and Alex?
Yep.
See?
All right, here we go.
No! No. Let me clear my throat. DJ Cool.
You are correct,
Yes.
sir.
I don't know who that is.
Yes! Let's
Hey!
Let's name that person that walks into Pirate Radio. Get in here, buddy.
Name that pitcher.
All right, guess what, guys? We have a tie game.
Wait. Did Eric
Tie?
Gullickson
Tie?
say tie?
Tie? Tie?
Pull up a chair, my mans.
Tie? Tie?
Yes, we have a tie. All right, let's move on to the next sound. Who have we got? Chan and Jarrett. Yeah, Chan and Jarrett.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Next sound.
No, it's Ed. Jared. No, it's
Rhino.
Randy Orton.
Gangrel.
Chandler got it.
Randy Orton.
The old Orton
Oh,
theme.
It is the old Randy Orton theme.
can say.
Born in 01.
Sparks flying, falling down behind him.
DB's here. What's up, DB?
What's going on?
Hey, buddy.
What's up, bud?
I brought Clip a present, but we can get after it later.
All right.
After
All right.
we're done with that sound.
All right, here we go. Next sound. 5-4 is your score.
I can't
Alex
believe
and Chandler in the lead.
got a wrestling question. And
I know.
my wrestling fan didn't.
I am quite disappointed.
But that's what happens.
Here we go. Next sound.
So kiss a little longer.
Stay fresh a little longer.
Big Red Show.
You are correct,
Big Red,
sir.
Big
Big
Red,
Red.
Big
Big
Red.
Red.
If you don't chew Big Red, then
Guess what? We're tied again. It's
Tie?
five.
The pressure's on me, man.
Tie.
All right. Chan, Jarrett, here's your sound.
Since you're such a big fan, I brought you a souvenir. It's an apron signed by me.
Rachel Ray.
Who?
Rachel Ray.
No.
No.
Since you're such a
Paula
big
Dean.
fan,
Who?
I brought
Taylor
you a
Swift.
souvenir.
Incorrect.
It's an apron
Paula Dean.
signed by me.
No, I know this.
Go
I've seen
younger.
Younger.
Since you're such a big fan, I brought you a souvenir.
Sweeney.
It's an
Cindy Sweeney.
apron signed by me.
Incorrect.
Is it not?
I know it,
No.
I swear.
Let's just put it this. Do you need a hint?
Yes.
No.
Since you're such a big fan, I brought you a souvenir. It's an apron signed by
Billy
me.
Bobby.
Five.
Billy Bobby.
Billy Bobby
Four.
Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie
Is
Bobby
that who
Brown.
you're thinking of?
Sorry.
She's also British.
Sorry.
So,
All right.
no.
Billy Bobby. I've seen this
Dati
before.
of the
Five.
Margot Robbie.
Four. She's also British. Three.
She's Australian.
Two. Sorry.
Might.
One.
Scarlett Johansson.
Might.
At the buzzer.
No.
Oh.
That was Caitlin Clark.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
When she made an appearance on Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
I would not have known
yes.
Yeah. Well, I did want to make it too easy for you guys.
And you know why I said I've heard it before? Because I watched
because
it.
I
You've heard
showed
it before?
to you. No, he watched it before because I showed it to him.
How many more we got?
We've got our last sound, and then we have a bonus sound if you guys cannot get this last one.
Oh, baby, let's go.
Okay,
be ready.
who have we got?
Right here.
Alex and Clip. Last sound.
Pretty good. Pretty.
Larry David. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Because our team is
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Do you want to take a stab at the bonus sound?
Yes.
Because we're tied
Might
now,
as
yeah.
well.
No, you're not tied.
They lost.
Hoss.
We
6-5.
lost, brother.
6-5.
Now, I will say,
worth 1,000 points.
they should have tied it because I should have got Caitlin Clark, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I,
If it was tied, the bonus sound would have counted.
We're not playing hypothetical crap, dude. What are you talking about? So you think y'all are tied right now because you should have got one?
No. I don't think we should be tied. I'm just saying I should have got Caitlin Clark, and I didn't.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda,
Can
brother.
you calm down?
All right. Y'all want to take a stab at the bonus sound? It does not count. Does not count.
Yep. Unless Danny gets it.
Unless Danny gets it.
Stay in your lane, though. Don't work too hard, especially not harder than me.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Nope.
Boy, you love that movie.
Athlete. Think athlete.
Stay in your lane, though.
Haley Van
Don't work
Lith.
too hard, especially not harder than me.
No, it's
Paige Beckers.
You are correct, sir.
I should have known. You love you some Paige Beckers, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do love Paige Buckets.
Jarrett, you know what we are?
Champions.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's
I
take
was going to say winners.
I was about to
That sounds
say,
better.
is that what you were looking for?
Nah, dog. Give me the belt.
let's take a quick break. We'll come back. That way we'll have enough time for DB.
DB in the house. Good game, guys.
Great game.
GG's in the
6-5
chat.
was your final. Clip and Jared, your winners.
Yes,
All right. We'll take a break, come back. Danny Beal here with us. Back with you after this. Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
Did you hear? It's Christmas in July at the new Doug Henry of Greenville. The Christmas tree is hung with a discount for you to pick up from Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner and right on the price. With good old St. Nick spreading Christmas cheer. It's Christmas in July. Doug Henry of Greenville has the biggest inventory of used cars around. Doug Henry, right on the price, right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial. Visit them today for your new car or check them out at DougHenryGreenville.com.
Your Wood Ducks host the Fayetteville Woodpeckers July 23rd through the 28th. Join us on Thursday for $2 natural lights, bush lights, and peanuts. Join us Friday night for post-game fireworks presented by WNCT Channel 9. The first pitch is set for 7 o'clock. Saturday, the first 1,000 fans will receive a Wood Ducks tribute hat sponsored by Stallings Heating, Plumbing, and AC, with first pitch at 5 p.m. Get your tickets at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Come and enjoy some Wood Ducks baseball out at historic Granger Stadium in Kinston all week long. Go Woodies!
Yo ho ho and a bottle of.
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The stock market ended the week on a good note. The Dow was up 654 points at 40,589. The NASDAQ was up 176 at 17,357, and the S&P was up 59 at 5,459. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Friday. Always a treat. We see former ECU pitcher and Pirate Radio intern Danny Beal join us in the Pirate Radio studios. What's up, Danny?
What's up, guys?
ADB.
Missed you.
You came with a purpose today.
I did. So if you follow Clip on Twitter, you will have known and seen his baseball, football, basketball card obsession for some odd reason. I don't know. I still don't know the origin of it all, but it's actually fascinating to see some of the stuff that you find. But the story behind these are, we were in Clearwater, and I think we were going to get ice cream one night, and I was in the elevator, and there was this guy like a legitimate, like a camping backpack, like huge. And he's like, "Oh, you guys," because keep in mind we're in Clearwater, so that's where the Phillies spring training facility is. It's where we play all of our game stuff. So he goes, "Oh, you guys play for the Phillies?" And we're like, "No, we're here for the American."
Is he 92 years old?
I think he was mid-60s, but he talked like this. But he was like, "So, are you guys like, what are you here for? And do you play baseball?" And we're like, "Yeah, we play baseball. We're here for the American tournament." He's like, "Oh, well, who do you play for?" And I'm like, "East Carolina." He's like, "Where's that, California?" No, that's North Carolina. But he's like, I think I was wearing my Believe in Boston shirt. If you see me around, I wear it some. But he's like, "Are you a Red Sox fan?" And I'm like, "Yeah, a pretty diehard Red Sox fan." He's like, "Oh." Pulls out this little package right here for the bad radio. Package right here has 3 baseball cards in it. And I kid you not, there is a backpack full of just random teams with baseball cards. And I'm like, old, new.
So he's got like those for multiple teams.
He's got like 3 or 4.
Oh, you're a Braves fan.
Yeah, exactly. If you and I were in there, he would have given you like Acuna, like random players. But I have a Xander Bogaerts rookie card in a case.
Nice.
I have I don't really, he said this one was really expensive, but I don't really know. But it's a Carl Yastrzemski 3rd series checklist one. I don't really know. Special baseball playing card. It's top, so there's something there.
Okay.
And then I got a David Ortiz MVP Minnesota Twins rookie card, believe it or not.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
And you're giving these to me.
Well, I'm cleaning out my house right now, and I remember I put these right before the regional. I put them in my on my desk, and I'm like, all right, they're cool to have, but like I'm never gonna like show my kid to be like, look at these cards I got from this old guy. Like,
why do you do such a great old guy voice?
But it was just like I've seen your obsession with them, and I'm cleaning all this stuff out, and I'm like, well, I'm not just gonna like keep them.
Should I tell you what they're worth after you leave?
Away. No, tell me now if you can find them.
Let's
if you can't find them.
All right, 130. So this David Ortiz highest price sold. If it is a 10 grade, this sold in May for $417.
There you go.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Nice.
That's if it's a 10. It's not centered, so it's not a 10, but cool card.
So after you check the rest of them, you have to explain the grading system to me.
Well, I don't know. I'm just getting into that part of it.
Gotcha.
And to answer your question, like why I'm doing this now, I don't know what motivated my dad. If my mom finally got on him enough to, hey, we need to clear these
get this stuff out of here. Yeah.
But like as a kid, I collected cards. My dad got into it, so we just got boxes and boxes and boxes. And he finally said, hey, let's go through and see what we got and see if we got anything. And we do. We got some cool stuff.
I got a couple cases at home that I had when I was younger, just from like book fairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's always like I remember when the dorms, me and Josh Moylan would go through my case and like whip out random football, because a lot of them are football cards, and we would pull like Maurice Jones-Drew or like Andre Johnson cards, and we're like trying to like name off stats and see if we remember them. But there's a bunch of them in there that I could probably find when I go home and see if there are any value to them.
Now if this is the real card, which I'm telling you, it is. It looks absolutely perfect, and the corners and everything.
He said that one is really expensive.
A grade 10 of this card sold in June for $800.
Yeah, that makes sense, because he was like, dude, that one is worth a lot. And I'm like, all right, dude, it's just worth a lot. You'll really like it. I'm just like, all right, whatever you want.
Yeah, maybe a bent corner up here, but like, yeah, this is something. You sure you want to give me these?
If you sell them, give me like half.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's the deal. Yeah.
If you actually sell them and make money off them, let me know, and then we can cook up a deal.
Perfect. Well, yeah.
I have to find the old guy in Clearwater and Venmo him some too.
What is like the most expensive card ever sold?
Isn't there a Mantle one like a couple years ago that was like a ridiculous amount of money?
So I just watched season 2 of the Golden Auction thing on Netflix. Okay. Anybody seen that?
I've seen previews of it.
It's pretty interesting. But they do a lot with sports, but now they're kind of branching out with comics and other stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think this is still like the Hannes Wagner old card.
Yeah, I remember.
That's the most expensive.
Because they have them, like if you play MLB The Show, for the little amount of people that you do, they have baseball cards as the player card for someone like the old guy. So like the Mantle card that sold for whatever it was $1 million is his player card. The Hannes Wagner one, the same thing. So that's how I kind of know.
This Bogaerts is not going to be a 10 grade, but it's a very sharp card. A 10 of this went for $450 in May. So
There's something there.
You got a few bucks
There's
here, I
something
think,
there,
and
sure.
I'll let you know what we can do with them, DB.
There you go.
Yeah, I was watching that show as I was going through some of me and my dad's cards, and the owner of the Arizona Diamondbacks walks in, and he's got this like awesome case and a case within a case, and he's like, "I think I got some stuff here you'd like. Here's a Babe Ruth graded 10.
All right, dude.
Hank Aaron
You're such a
rookie
hardo.
graded 8.
I like it like this.
And just worth freaking millions. It's like insane. So,
yeah,
what a weird society. Just what a world. These little pieces of cardboard are worth that much money.
And all you do is look at them. You don't
And they're
use
worth
them.
that much money, and I don't feel like people really collect cards anymore.
There's an industry. There are people out there.
What I mean by that is,
probably not
I don't think like people like, hey, dude, let's go to Target and like buy a NFL pack of cards or something. Like, I don't think that happens anymore.
Like, the crazy thing for me is, like, if you were to ask someone that's like a card collector, it's like, hey, would you want this foul ball from Game 7 of the World Series, or like this, you know, like Jimmy Bonsuckett's card from 1942? And they're like, I'll take the card. And it's like, how do you value a card that you can't use with, like, I feel like a baseball would be
Alex, to your point, I think the people that are going to Target to get cards are adults, whereas like it was always a kid's thing.
Yeah.
But now there are, oh, don't get me started. Your TikTok, your Snapchat, your Grindr, right, Chandler?
Your Snapchat.
All these websites, and people are on these all the time, and nobody collects cards anymore.
So
I don't know why I thought that was so funny. Oh,
Shirley's rat. Oh, we gotta go. I'm getting the gotta go side.
Oh man,
John, have a good weekend, man. What you doing?
Playing golf on Sunday. That's about it. From now until Sunday, nothing.
Danny, career update. What is your relationship to baseball currently?
Up in the air. Still trying to see if we can work out the next couple of days if pro is an option, but if not, we'll figure it out. Go home for a couple days, couple weeks, and see what happens, and go from there.
Good luck, man. And Alex,
man,
this is it.
This is it. I'm going on the Danny Beal tour.
He's going back to the grind. Fall camp starting next week. Alex might be popping in here and there, but we probably won't see a lot of you, if any of you, for the next few weeks, correct?
Correct.
We'll stay in contact. Good luck. Get her done out there.
Appreciate it,
Thank you
guys.
so much for what you've done here and the light you've brought in my life.
Wow, I didn't hear that when I left, so that means a lot.
Hey, man, I love you guys. I love being on the show, and I will be back, and I'm looking forward to Mondays in the fall.
Man, we're going to be fun. Going to be fun. DB, good to see you, pal.
Good to see you guys.
Jarrett, champions. You'll always be a champion. Shirley, great game. Thank you. And we'll see you on Monday. Thanks for tuning in, folks. For the crew, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation.